Is no one else going to address the fact that Tyler got a dessert delivery from his significant other?
Do you guys not get that in the middle of D&D?
No.
Pretty good.
I might be doing.
I get admonishment from
Yeah.
from my wife.
Stern looks.
They can hear you guys. They can.
You might be doing it wrong. You should try playing a bard with high persuasion.
My charisma is 4.
Yeah.
All right, here we are with episode 5 of our D&D campaign. We have a name. We have a name for our show. It is Point of Order. Point of Order.
Hold on. Raj,
hang on.
Raj, point of
You gotta
order.
do point of order. You have
Point of
to-
order.
Point of Order. Point of Order.
Point. Just one.
Point of Order.
Point.
All right. Point of Order. We're a bunch of us rules lawyers talk about the rules of D&D and occasionally play a little bit in between. We're going to pick up from where we left off last week. So when last we left our intrepid adventurers, the party had found themselves in the town of Cordis, having been thrown together by fate during an incident at the lift after receiving a mysterious missive from someone named Carruthers. The party gained the notice of Sidonius, a dragonborn recluse, instrumental in having funded many of the public works in Cordis. And he revealed that he was part of a secret organization that was focused on doing good in the world by any means necessary. At his behest, the party investigated a house thought to be at the center of another mystery involving disappearing villagers, where they discovered several dark creatures known as Starspawn involved in the chaos, as well as a mysterious diary shrouded in shadow. And after reporting all this back to Sidonius, the party found High Marshal Lavella Morstrider at the town hall, and where she had asked them to investigate the town of Rockhaven, which had supposedly been overrun by the Obsidian Ring, a network formerly known for relatively minor incidents like racketeering and extortion, but recently, of late, having been caught in more nefarious acts like murder and assassination. So the party decided to venture towards Rockhaven in the morning after spending a night at the Wealthy Wagoneer. But during a drinking contest between some of the party members, our good friend Resident Bard Smiles ended up chasing after a redheaded woman that had briefly entered the bar and quickly exited. And after he gave chase, he met with her outside. She slapped him real hard in the face, gave him a passionate kiss, and prepared to launch into some kind of tirade against him. And we pick up now where we left off before, with Smiles. You are now standing before this woman, having made yourself aware to her and her to you, and she now stands before you. Her face is contorted in a weird mixture of emotional, we'll call it one part rage and one part sorrow, worry, concern. Go ahead and make an insight check real quick, actually.
Roll for insight. 16.
16. All right. Yeah, there's definitely a sense of concern and worry kind of rimming the edges of her eyes here. And as she looks at you with this, sort of breathless expression, she says, I don't understand, Smiles. They were saying all kinds of terrible things about the incident last night. They say the lift fell. They said you were on it and you didn't even think to come to see me to let me know that you were okay.
Oh, my sweet, sweet Cerise. I would have come as soon as I can. We've just been so caught up in trying to figure out what happened. I didn't want to come and tell you that I didn't have any information for you. But
You could
gosh,
have at
you are
least
such-
told me you were alive.
You're such a sight for sore eyes. I wish I would have.
Make a persuasion check.
I take it none of us have heard about this this woman.
That's an 18 bumped up to a 19.
19. So yeah, she seems a little bit placated by your words, we'll say. Not entirely over the initial emotional outburst, but she does kind of pause to look you over. Well, it looks like you're all right. Who are these people you're hanging out with now?
It's just the fellows from the quarry. You know, I've talked about them before. Well, what can I do to make it up to you though? I am so sorry.
For starters, you can tell me what in the nine hells happened.
Oh, geez. Well, we got this letter from a Carruthers, and he said he had some money for us and a chance to make things better. And we're just gonna go down and meet him, and on our way, the lift. I think somebody cut the ropes. Somebody bad.
Somebody cut. What are you talking about? Are you serious now?
I would hope not, but I think so. I think the accidents. I think they're not accidents. I think they're on purpose.
You mean all these things where people have been dying all throughout the town?
Yes. Stay safe. I don't think it says safe.
This is, I do not understand. How are you getting involved in this? What is going on? Have you talked to the High Marshal?
Just came from the High Marshal. That was one of the first, second, third places we went.
Third place? Smiles, what are you doing? You have to keep your nose out of this type of business. You know, I was closing up at Underwood's. When I heard about all this, I rushed out of there. I told Hobart that I had an emergency to attend to, and I was trying to find you. I could not. I was worried out of my mind. Smiles, out of my mind.
Cerise, you know you're the smart one. You know what to do. I'm just I like people. I like to be with people, but I'm not very smart.
Make a persuasion check.
We're still in the bar.
You guys are still in the bar. Smiles is
Did we
outside.
finish that? Did we finish that drinking competition? I feel
No,
like
you are headlong in it.
That's a 24.
24. So Cerise comes down from her sort of emotional high and starts, she moves a little bit closer towards you and kind of looking around to make sure nobody's, listening or eavesdropping. As a lot of patrons are kind of like filtering in and out of the wealthy wagoneer at this point. She kind of grabs your arm and kind of like pulls you to the side, as not to make a scene in front of a bunch of other people. And she says, well, I don't know what to tell you. Keep your nose out of all this stuff. Stay out of trouble. Who did you say these people were you were traveling with right now?
It's the fellas from the quarry. You know, Valfire, Lucius.
Yeah, I don't attend
Rory.
those shows.
I wish you would. I get to be me out there.
I know you enjoy it. I'm just not in for that kind of senseless violence. You know that.
I understand. It's just a show, but I'm for peace. That's why I like you so much.
Peace indeed. All right. Well, listen, I've got to go back home. I have a long day ahead of me. Just when will I see you again?
Oh, Cerise, we're just gonna go. In 2 days. In 2 days' time, I'll come by.
What are you going to be doing for 2 days?
Wouldn't you rather not know?
She kind of looks around, like swings her long overcoat, like buttons it up against the chill night air, and 2 days. I better see you in 2 days. And she stalks up into the night.
If okay, all right, that's good.
So So Raj, do we see this interaction happening, or are we aware? Or
This was entirely outside. Smile just sort of got up and excused himself from the table in the middle of the
Okay.
drinking competition, and just left, and so you didn't really see what was going on.
All right, so I walk back in. I see what's been going on with the contest, as it were.
Okay, so as you're concluding this, Lucius is sipping hot tea, trying not to burn himself, while Valfire and Roar have been deep in their cups, going at it. We'll say that you guys have made tossed back a couple of rounds. Go ahead and make each of you make a Constitution saving throw.
myself included?
If you're not really drinking with them, so you don't have to. You're
No,
just drinking
I'm
tea.
drinking
right?
hot tea.
9.
Wait, how many do we make?
Just one.
Just
Just make
one.
a Constitution saving throw.
7.
7. Well, neither of you are doing particularly well. 2 drinks in, both of you are about ready to fall on your butts. And yeah, but at the same time, you've never quite seen each other in this light. There's a spark of friendship going on now. Are you guys continuing?
I think I'm not doing so well. Valfire. Oh, first of all, I'm so proud of my bird.
One
He's
more
also-
round.
Yeah, one more for the bird. I'm okay. Hey, Valfire.
Rose,
Yeah.
Rose, man. Totally, I understand your desire to drink, man. But yeah, keep it going if this makes you happy, man, bro. Don't
That's
worry
a friend
about it.
right there. That's a friend right there.
Go
Doesn't
for it.
question
I'll hold
anything,
your
supports
hair.
you no matter what.
I'll hold your hair, just don't get in my
My
feathers.
mother used to say, "Don't trust a man with 2 first names and that doesn't drink. You make me nervous, Lucius."
That's
And as he
that's-
takes a sip of tea, I will cast control water and freeze it onto his beak.
All right.
Oh, bro.
So as the tea freezes on your beak, you basically pull it out, and you've got this sort of half dome shaped ice cube, kind of frozen, having frozen your beak together.
Can I reach over and put my hand on it and
Oh, that
fire,
is-
like not firebolt, but like heat it up, just melt it a little bit?
Sure,
Yeah.
yeah, I'll let you do that. So Roar just gets the makings of a firebolt going, and the flames sort of start licking from his fingers and start to melt the ice around
All right.
your beak.
So as the beak comes out and the cold tea falls off his face, Lucius just shakes his beak and goes, "Bro, man, Valfire, man, that was not cool, bro. But I understand it, bro. Bro, I understand. Pranks, man.
Those are pranks
Pranks,
we used
bro.
to play in
Yeah.
the Druids' woods
That's right,
as young druids. It
bro,
was always
man.
so funny.
I'm sure it was funny to you, man. I'm sure it's funny. It's
Hey,
great.
Valfire, why'd you leave the druids? I kind of get it. Lucius here has told me he's having a bit of a flyabout. I got my thing. Why'd you leave them?
It just like burps up some beer. I shouldn't be telling anyone this, but I'm feeling very loose right now.
Me
He
too, for
pulls his
some
hood
reason.
over.
Yeah.
He leans in. I've been given a special mission. Well, don't tell it. Don't tell anyone.
Bro, man. Lay it on us, bro. We're your friends, bro.
Oh, I can't.
Bro, we're here for you, man.
I can't.
He like slaps you on the back.
These beers are much bigger than the ones I'm used to.
You just
These are
realized that it's
full-
probably as big as your
full pints.
head. Yeah.
They come
Those
in
are-
pints.
They come in pints. No, I can't tell you.
Valfire, Bud, I kind of have a secret mission too. Maybe we can trade some information a little bit.
Maybe. Well, I can't talk about it.
Sure you can. You're among friends. We fought a star spawn. Some crazy
We
thing
should-
with no eyes or
Lucius
face. or
just
lips.
goes, another round, bro.
Yeah, good,
Bro,
good.
another round.
Yeah, and get one for Velf. Or get one for Smiles. Where's Smiles?
No, I mean
Smiles, you
he's
back in?
talking for the whole party. He's like
Yeah.
for the whole party.
Oh, Denara's. She wouldn't want me to say anything. I'll tell you in the future. Drink. Go ahead.
All right. At this point, Smiles returns, and you all are sitting there at the table. Do you continue drinking? Anything else you want to do for the rest of the evening?
Lucius stands up and goes, "Bros, man, I love hanging out with all y'all, but I'm gonna go retire. I'm gonna go ahead and perch myself on somewhere in the attic or maybe in the roof and catch 40 winks as my bros say." And he just doesn't wait for a response. He just turns around and walks out.
Where'd you go, Smiles? My passive
Say that
perception rouge is 17, so I feel like
Mine's
I would
8.
have noticed.
He went somewhere?
I saw him leave. I didn't.
See,
I thought he might be having to take a dump, but he's back too quickly.
Go ahead and make an insight check.
For 24.
All right, 24. Very good. Well, yeah, Smiles. What do you think he would have gleaned with a 24?
I missed that question.
He's just trying to determine. He's just trying to look at you and figure out if he can figure out where you went, what you did, where you.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, you definitely saw, and you noticed the woman come in. Yes.
I don't know. I don't think back then my roll was high enough, even though my passive perception 17. But I just saw you go out the front door, and I didn't see you with the woman. I just saw you go out the front door.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I look pretty flushed, pretty happy, happier than usual. Like a little bit swoony.
I noticed you're very happy in your pants. What's going on?
Well, just flame. Oh boy,
Why are you giggling?
She is a fiery flame. Oops.
Hey, did you see these pints? They're massive. I've never seen them so big.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go do a little ditty up there on the stage. And I grab my flute out of the bag and I get up on the stage and fire up a little prestidigitation background music for myself and just start playing for the tavern.
Okay. What type of song do you start playing? Anything in particular? Kind of a jaunty tune, something kind of.
Yeah,
more
it's
contemplative?
like a sea jaunty, but with like a little bit of a beat to it.
Okay, cool. So as you go ahead and attempt to play a tune to kind of rouse the crowd of the wealthy wagoneer, go ahead and make a performance check.
Performance. I've never made a performance check before. 25.
25.
I have +7 on performance, +9 on persuasion. It's a little bit bananas.
That checks out.
Yeah.
This character is a complete reaction to your other character, who obviously has penalties.
There's negative values in
Yeah.
those skills.
All right. So as
Kinda
you
For
like
some
mine.
reason, I'm picturing the guy from Knight's Tale. The orator who gets up. Do you guys remember seeing Knight's Tale? No.
Never saw it.
Oh gosh.
No.
Heath Ledger? No.
No.
All right.
Sorry.
No.
Anyways,
So as you start as you get up to onto the stage in front of the crowd, you start playing a jaunty tune, a sea shanty, something about sailing on the high seas. A pirate captain by the name of Greenbeard, of whose legend you've sung before many times, and as you kind of go into the melody and the sort of comical refrain, the crowd is loving it. They start clapping along. Some people start dancing on tables. Many of the patrons grab a dance partner and start swirling around on the dance floor, and everybody jumps in on the chorus, and it is just a wild sort of a ruckus of a time. And as you sort of play the night through? What are the rest of you doing?
Passing out.
I'm already gone. I'm probably perched somewhere in the attic by myself.
Okay. Valfire.
Yeah, I'll take one of these big pints up to the room just to enjoy it.
All right, sure. All right, so you all retire to your rooms eventually after a rousing night at the Wealthy Wagoneer. Let's see. With a 25 persuasion or performance, I'll say that Smiles, you pick up a good 12 gold pieces and 37 silver pieces from the night's entertainment as people are wowed by your performance and are just hurling whatever coin they have, loose change and everything. Well, the gold piece is not so loose at the stage, and you collect a little bit of coin by the end of the evening.
So, by the way, it goes, "Oh, have you heard the tale of a pirate bold and true, with a beard as green as seaweed and a heart as black as soot too?" And then the chorus, "Green beard, oh green beard, a terror of the seas. With his crew of cutthroats, he'll do just as he please."
This.
Awesome. That was amazing. I'll give you inspiration for that.
What?
All right. So as you all retire for the evening and the sun sets on Cordis, with the light of pending judgment bathing the entire broken waste in its dim illumination, you all get a long rest for the evening, and morning comes without further incident.
I recover those hit points from the clock on the.
Yes, you will recover those hit points that Cerise gave to you, or took from you, I should say. And as you awaken, you find the tap room of the Wealthy Wagoneer to be fairly bustling. The morning has brought its typical round of patrons searching for breakfast and conversation, and the Wealthy Wagoneer is also often regarded as a meeting place for people to get together and not just swap tales, but perhaps to entertain business. So you find the downstairs quite bustling.
Well, hey guys, we got to get to Rockhaven. We told Sidonius we'd see him in the morning and get some information about his order, but we could just hit him up on the way back from Rockhaven, right?
Lucius is not there.
Starclux again?
No, he's just outside of the inn, leading the local people in like a Tai Chi type morning exercise.
Beautiful.
Tracks.
Mike, what does that look like? Sorry, Raj, I jumped in.
No, it's all good.
I don't know. That's it.
Yeah, so as you all prepare to exit, expecting to see Lucius having obtained his usual Starclux, you see him outside leading a group of make a charisma check here, just a general charisma check.
Straight charisma.
Gonna be good. Gonna be good there, bird.
It's a 19 minus 3.
Okay, well, a 16.
Still 16.
Somehow, we'll say maybe you wandered outside early in the morning and just started doing your monk sort of routine, your exercises, and you have actually caught the attention of several of the villagers. And out in the middle of the plaza, you've just formed a random Tai Chi group of 4 or 5 people who happen to be doing their best to mimic your movements without you even having to ask them. They found it somewhat compelling, and
I think the only way that my charisma would work to my favor is that I wasn't even aware they were there.
Yeah, exactly. You turn around.
His eyes are closed.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes, your eyes are closed the whole time. You have no idea what's going on. And as you complete your morning ritual, you open your eyes, startled to find 5 people behind you who all of a sudden just turn around and look startled behind them, still mimicking your movements, and then realizing, oh, it's over, and they turn around to look at you again.
And I'm just like startled, but then I like collect myself. I go, wind be with you, wind be with you, the wind be with you. And I'm just like,
I bump into Rory and I say, Prevail, he's breaking wind again. he's trying to achieve the highest.
It's the morning routine, bud. It's the morning routine.
I know. He goes
That's
for that
right.
walk and he's always trying to break that wind. I understand.
I go to Lucius and I say, I can be the wind beneath your wings.
And Lucius just goes, bro, that's not how it works, man. Bro, man, that's not how it works. The wind comes from within. Usually
Yes.
after some concentration,
That makes
bro,
sense.
man. And you have to like focus, and then the wind just like seeps, sometimes explodes out of you.
I feel
know what I'm
that.
saying?
Yeah, I feel
That's
that.
just how the wind works.
Yeah. Do you think you
Right?
can teach me how to fly?
You know what? I believe it's already in you, man.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
No.
At some point,
The wind breaks forth from all of us, man.
at some point, Smiles is going to try to fly.
Sometimes
Okay.
you just don't know it's there, and it just comes out, and people just don't even notice till later that the wind was breaking from you. And sometimes you just hear it explode from you, viciously.
Yeah.
Bro, man,
Oh,
just
so
how the wind
wise.
works. Just how the wind
So
works.
wise. Gosh, I'm so lucky.
Another world together. Let's talk about it. Shall we see Sidonius or shall we
Oh, let's go to Rockhaven. These obsidian ring people. Oh yeah, they're messing. Yeah, I don't like it.
Yeah,
I
I
will
remember
go. I will
Smiles
go
was
where the
very-
wind takes us. Where's the
I will
word?
walk
Where's-
behind him, going.
the wind can't take us anywhere. We walk ourselves.
Do you feel it? Do you feel it? Do you feel it? I think it's taking us this way.
Good.
Yes, it's definitely taking us this way.
All right.
And Lucius is pointing off in the direction opposite of Rockhaven and Sidonius's house, right? It's just
Yeah, exactly.
Right. He's
New
pointing
direction.
towards West Crack. You need to go across Deep Crack, across East Crack.
It's obvious. The wind is guiding us. Bros, do you feel it?
We'll
yeah,
make our way to
Rory,
Rockhaven.
Rory, that's
Okay.
great leadership. Let's go to Rockhaven. I think that is a great suggestion. Good.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's
Yeah,
go.
nice.
Rockhaven is this way, right, bro?
Yeah, you guys lead the way. So yeah, great.
All right. So you gather your things and start the trek towards Rockhaven. You pass through the plaza within Cordis, and Merciless is at it very early this morning. The neo-imperialist Ardent, who continues to tout the virtues of the old Draconis Imperium and try to bring people into the fold. The lift itself still down from the incident 2 nights ago.
To be clear, Lucius, as he passes Merciless, just slaps him on the back and goes, winks at him and goes, "Get some, bro. Get some." And he keeps going.
And yeah,
Doesn't
as
wait.
he's in mid exhortation, he kind of turns to look at you with a bit of a scowl, and just kind of keeps eyeing you as you walk away, and then shakes his head and then just kind of continues. So you end up crossing a large stone arc bridge that spans the chasm that separates Cordis in two, and make your way from West Crack to East Crack. And it's not long before you're leaving the outskirts of East Crack and making your way towards the southeast. And as you make your way in that direction, you see on the horizon, or looking in that direction, you see the ground start to slope gently lower and lower as you're kind of entering this very large depression, still pockmarked by these massive crags and canyons and rifts that are just torn into the earth in various intervals. But you do come across a rutted road, essentially carved into the stone, that wends its way around all these various obstacles and continues to the southwest. And within about an hour or so, as you kind of come over a rise, you can see before you, probably about several hours away, is a very tiny hamlet, maybe 5, 6, 7 buildings, very small indeed, standing atop a large pillar of rock, essentially, that's been sort of like cleaved in half at the top, and on top of this pillar sits this cluster of 5 or 6 buildings. And as you make your way in that direction, you travel. You see a little bit of the broken waste. As you're walking in that direction, though, however, you do notice. Actually, everybody make a perception check.
16.
19.
8.
Natural 20 for 26.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, buddy.
Nice. So
I
everyone,
see all.
you do see all. So you're the first to notice, Valfire, and Smiles. Maybe you are buried in the lyrics of the ballad of the pirate Greenbeard, thinking of the next verse, so you don't quite notice. The coming up the road, drawn by a clawfoot wagon, 2 claw feet drawing a wagon, heading in your direction. Now, these rutted roads that are sort of carved into the rock are actually it's very difficult to undertake, like, you know, the formation of these roads, and so they're usually like single track, and it's very difficult when 2 wagons sort of come head to head. One of them has to kind of climb outside while the other one goes by, and oftentimes you've seen arguments between, you know, passersby trying to figure out who should make their way off, because it is very damaging to wagon wheels in general. But as you all are on foot, it's very easy to kind of step aside and let the wagon pass. And as they approach, you can see a group of what looks to be somewhat bloodied stragglers on this clawfoot drawn wagon, and you can see that there's a man, and this man is very badly wounded. You can see he's got blood streaming down from wounds, and he's kind of clutching an arm that is holding the reins for the claw feet that are pulling the wagon. There are 2 small children who are sitting in the back of this wagon, and behind them are 2 what look to be enshrouded bodies or corpses, wrapped in white linens and soaked through with blood. And they really don't pay you much mind as they are making their way single-mindedly towards Cordis.
I mean, Lucius, assuming no one else will jump in, Lucius will jump in and go, Bros, looks like you've had a bit of trouble. Bros, I'm sorry for your loss, man. What happened, bros?
At this, the man pulls on the reins, and you can see the wagon come to like a halting stop as the children are kind of shaken out of whatever reverie they were engaged in and turn around to look, having just noticed you all for the first time. And the man, as he kind of turns in the wagon holding his arm, he kind of looks at you and winces. I'd be careful heading in that direction. Make your way towards Telworth. I hope you're avoiding that place. Damned werewolves came out of nowhere. Killed my wife.
What did you say?
Werewolves. They looked like wolves standing on 2 feet. It was god awful. They came out of nowhere from behind the rocks. Just ambushed us and barely got us away.
Bro, how'd you get away?
I jump into the wagon and bump past Lucius and tear back the tarp to check the bodies.
Okay. You jump past, and there is a startle from among the man and the children as you make an insight check real quick.
Just 10.
Okay. You get the sense that you're encroaching on some personal tragedy of theirs that is still a little bit too near for them. But maybe you push that aside and you just kind of jump in the wagon regardless to inspect the body.
Were any of you bitten? I must know this.
No, none of us were bitten. And
I don't even listen to them. I just go and start checking their bodies for any sort of sign of
Valfire, bro, man. Be sensitive, man.
I push Lucius away.
Bro, man, these people have feelings, bro.
Okay. You give Lucius a shove, and you tear through the shrouds wrapping these bodies, and you see the first one you unwrap is a woman, long or medium length brown hair, pale complexion, wearing the typical browns and grays of the people of the Broken Waste. Nothing particularly noteworthy about her or her clothing, but she has a terrible 3 parallel lined gash running from basically down the side of her face that is in which much blood has sort of oozed out and is now coagulated around that part of the body. And as you're kind of doing this and moving on to the next one, the man kind of stands up and he's got some umbrage in his voice. No one was bitten. They're dead. They're dead. What are you doing?
I've seen what these lycanthropes can do. It's not good. Sometimes death is not death. And then I move from the dead bodies to the people that are alive and just start checking them. Were you bit, young one? Were you bit, young one? Sir, show me your arms, your legs. Were you hurt by these creatures? Tell me now.
I'll kind of step between Valfire and the alive members of this party and be like, bro, you need to chill. Bro, we can ask these questions, bro, sensitively.
Yeah. I just ignore Lucius.
All right, I'm going to push him. I'm going to subdue and push back, like in a very friendly, passive, very cool martial artsy way.
Okay. I'll cast Entangle and try to get the vines to shoot up and pull him away from me.
Okay, let's roll a quick initiative here to see who gets their action off first here.
All right, 15.
11.
11. Okay. So as you go into the incantations and muttering of the entangle spell, Lucius, you reach forward and go ahead and make an athletics check to attempt to grapple and sort of gently restrain Valfire. And Valfire, go ahead and make an opposed check here.
It's 10.
10, okay.
13.
13, okay. So as you Lucius, as you try to envelop Valfire in the hug of your wings, essentially, and try to restrain him, he manages to kind of duck out quickly from under your arms and kind of steps back towards the farmers. Do you continue casting your spell, Valfire?
Yes.
Okay. And at that point, your spell goes off, and go ahead and Lucius, go ahead and make
I think it's strength saving throw.
Strength saving throw, okay.
14.
Oh God. 9.
9. As you kind of try to wrap around him, he ducks from underneath your arms, and you can sense him behind you, and he completes his spell, and all these clumps of sky grass start to weave together and grow out of the ground and lash around your arms, kind of restraining you to the spot.
All right. As I get restrained,
mind your business.
I just turn to him and go, bro, I'm not only mad, I'm also impressed. But also, this is not the way, bro. This is not the way.
All right.
It's not your way. You don't know how serious this is. I've seen what these creatures can do. I've seen them. You know nothing of pain and suffering. Quiet, and I will have a vine come up and just wrap it around his beak and just silence him if I can.
All right, yeah. So I'll say make a strength saving throw, Lucius, to avoid having your beak clamped shut.
Yeah, it happens. It happens. Let's just say it happens.
Right.
Because it's a 2. I rolled a 2.
Okay. All right. All right. So
I'm not happy about this. I'm not happy
yeah.
about this.
A vine snakes around your neck and wraps around your beak, and you're like, bro, come on, bro. Yeah. And Valfire,
Sir.
you move over.
Yeah.
Yeah, you move over to the villagers. Go
Okay.
ahead.
I say, sir, this is the most serious thing I've ever asked. Where did you come from? I can offer you aid to you and your kids if you tell me everything you saw and what happened.
Ah,
I mean you no harm.
yeah. You mean it's no harm? You're jumping into our wagon, unwrapping our dead. He looks kind of resigned. I guess there's no point in not telling you now. We were from Telworth. Things are getting real bad there, and we decided we were gonna leave and make our way to Cordis. We heard things were real nice in Cordis, and we piled up on the wagon. My wife, my kids, my wife's brother, and we were maybe a day out of Telworth, and I tell you, these werewolves, they come at us, and we had no chance, and they had us.
Was there a large white one by chance?
Yeah. He kind of looks surprised, like, yeah, he was a big one. All white, completely white fur, and white teeth, and the eyes were real red. Like it was scary looking. I thought it was an undead werewolf. It was awful. And my brother-in-law and my wife, they perished, but they made their way. We made our way. We made a chance to get away, and
Listen, I'm sorry. I'm sorry for your loss, and I'm sorry for my reaction. And I'll release the vines on Lucius, and I'll say, sir, I can see you're injured. Here, take some of these delicious-looking berries of mine. These will heal you.
Who are you offering that to? The man?
The man, yeah.
Yeah.
These will heal you. Again, covered with certain sand and moth. Here, for you and your children. And I take 5 gold pieces out of my pouch. And here, for burial. When you get to town, look for Moses. I know him well. I've worked with him before. He can help you with what needs to be done for your family and treat them well. Look for Moses. And I jump down from the cart.
Okay. He stands there clutching the 5 gold pieces, and kind of looks back at the bodies of his wife and his brother-in-law, and kind of looks back at you. Make a persuasion check.
Advantage?
Sure.
Mike's like disadvantage.
Yeah.
11.
11. Okay. He doesn't run off in fear. He's thank you kindly. I didn't tell you much, but I hope what I told you was what you wanted to know.
It was
What-
more information.
what-
More
what-
information than I've heard in weeks. Thank you,
What-
my friend.
He kind of nods.
What is your name?
Melfin. We're called Melfin.
Elfin. I'm sorry for
Can-
your loss.
Can
Look for
Roar
Moses.
poke his head in? Yeah. Can Rory poke his head in and go, Telworth? Wait. Telworth, there are werewolves in Telworth? I haven't been there in a while. What do you mean it's getting bad?
No, outside of
This happened
outside of it, but
outside of Telworth. But Telworth itself, these bad things are afoot. The neo-imperialists are making attacks directly on the city. It's not safe. It's not safe.
They'll be okay. They're strong. They're strong.
how far is Telworth from here? None of my business, but
From here, Roar would know. Some of you might know. Telworth is probably a good 2 weeks journey by foot towards the northeast from Cordis.
we need to go there now.
Bud, we can't go there now. We got some business to handle here. We got High Marshal Cordis is giving us a job. We got the Sidonius guy. Yeah. I don't think we can make it there right now. Plus it's gonna take a little bit. I think Maybe once we get some claw feet of our own, we get some good standing here in Cordis. You know, save some people, get some coin, and then we can hire someone to get up there. Why do we need to go there?
You're right. You are so wise.
You know, they say I'm
You're
wise.
not just one big furball. You are my furball.
Oh,
And
thanks, bud.
I do need to prep. You're right. I should prep extensively for this. And I'll need to prep you as well. We can work on the training tomorrow.
Training for what? I love to train. I'm good at training. Yeah. Let's can't wait for it. Well, we got a couple hours until we get to Rockhaven here. What fill us in there, bud?
Not yet. I need to come up with a plan. It's all about plan with these things.
Smiles, do you know what the hell this guy's talking about?
Gosh, well, you know, he's just he's a smart guy, but I hate to lie to people, so you know, I think we should go to Rockhaven, and you know, preparing's always good. Preparing's good.
And I'll feel awkward about what I did with Lucius, and so Balfire will go into his chain full of like janitor keys, but containing all of the creatures' tokens. Rubs them, pops some jerky, turns into a direwolf, and just goes running off. And says, "Oh, I'll find you later." We just go running off into the wilderness.
Okay.
This is right when Lucius was gonna be like, go talk, and he's like, well, okay, bro ran off, bro. Yeah, I guess you can't talk to that guy.
I'm out of here.
All right.
Okay,
So,
well, he could smell us. We'll keep going.
okay. So you guys will continue your journey then. Before you head out, Melfan does turn around and ask, is it true what they say about Cordis? Is that place safe? Things are good there?
No, but there aren't any werewolves that we know about, so you know, we might as well give it a try.
I mean, bro, like percentage-wise, man, it's like totally safe.
2%, 2% chance
Just
of
don't
death.
get on any public transportation, man.
Yep.
He kind of looks quizzically and shakes his head and yeah, gets the claw feet moving again, heading towards Cordis. And eventually you see him kind of crest a rise and go back over the eastern horizon or western horizon, and you all continue your way towards the southeast. Within a few hours, Valfire, are you continuing with the group? Did you run off? I mean, you
He
physically
ran
ran
up.
off.
He'll find us. I mean, but
Okay.
within an hour, right? Because he's got the B shape for an hour. He comes back.
Right.
He comes back, right?
Yeah.
See, he's coming back right now.
All right, so then in the throes of battle, I guess I, you know, lay down my life, and so do the rest of us, and that leaves just Valfire.
That's right.
Yes, so Valfire remains standing as the werewolves feast on the corpses of his companions. And, oh, you're back. Oh, okay. It's your turn, actually. Yeah. Where do you
I
run
start
off?
feeding on my companions as well.
Tell her that was very quick. That was great.
Where do you run off to? Or are you? What are you doing as in your kind of V shape at this point? What are you doing?
Oh, I just run off like out just to run out just to get like an exercise in, you know, just really
okay.
clear my thoughts in wolf form. But like within sight of the party so that I can just sprint back within. Like I wouldn't leave more than an hour because I know my bee sheep only lasts for then. So
Got it.
I would just run out for like 30 minutes, cruising outside, zipping, and then head back.
Okay.
Again, I don't know exactly what this terrain looks like, so I guess it would be up to you to tell me what I can and can't do.
Yeah, it's very rocky terrain, like broken, cracked ground filled with ravines and cracks and crevasses. Some of which need to be negotiated around for several feet. Some of them for maybe half a mile. So it's very difficult terrain. As you transform into your beast shape and you wander off into the wilderness at full tilt, go ahead and make a wisdom saving throw.
9.
9. Okay. So Valfire, as you run off into the wilderness, leaving your companions behind, a a feralness, a ferocity, an inner ferocity takes over, and you are completely consumed by the bestial form that you have temporarily inhabited, or that you have let inhabit you. I should rephrase it. And as you kind of run through, you lose control of your mental faculties. Normally, you have your mind within you able to control, but you lose it to the beast, to the animal, and you become one with the wolf, and the wolf becomes one with you. And as you run off, you have no memory or no conception of what's happening to you. You are driven by primal instinct. The rest of you, as you continue forward, make your way eventually to the outskirts of Rockhaven. You are probably a good 1,000 yards away, and this pillar of rock atop which sit these 5 or 6 ramshackle stone buildings that you can see now looms before you. And after about an hour or so, you see a dot on the horizon towards the north, making its way slowly towards you, and loping in your direction is this massive wolf that slowly starts to change form and shape and becomes the smallish bipedal figure of Valfire. Except it's not actually Valfire as he left you. It is Valfire covered in blood. It is Valfire with red liquid soaking his teeth, and his hair disheveled, and his body convulsing on occasion as he shakes the last of whatever this fervor was out of his physicality. And Valfire, as you Valfire, as you approach the group, you slowly start to regain consciousness as you transform, and you realize once again you have no recollection of what just happened to you.
I pull my hood over myself, over my head tightly. I shrug my shoulders. I grab my water pouch, and I just start shipping water to clean myself off.
And I walk up. Lucius walks up to you and goes, "Bro, man," puts a hand on your shoulder. "You don't seem all right, bro. Man, something's got a hold of you. You want to talk about it, bro?"
There's a cost, Lucius. There's always a cost. With life there is death. With death there is life's end. There's always a cost, my friend.
Sure, bro, man, but you don't have to go to the store, bro. You don't have to pay the cost, man. You can just be like, whatever, man, I'm not gonna pay for it. It's
I don't know what that is.
It's like your life, man.
My life. This
It's
is
your
how I
life.
live it.
But you don't have to live it this way, man. You just turn into a wolf, man, and you got blood all over you, man. Whose blood is that, man?
I just think it's a creature. I was hungry. I wanted a snack.
Are you sure, man?
We can't all eat bird feed.
Hey, don't knock it till you try it, bro. It's delicious.
You guys are alive.
Seeds of Mother Nature, man.
Yeah. Yes, there is a cost. The moon has a cost. The sun has a cost.
That doesn't make sense.
Like
man.
when you, I know it doesn't. It's what I say to myself every night, though, and it keeps me sane. We can't
This
all
is sanity,
break.
man.
We can't all
You
do
seem
away
very
with the
sane.
wind. We can't all do the same with the wind.
Well, let's talk about the.
I don't want to talk about it anymore. And I clean myself out. I said, we have a mission that's more important, and then we must get to Telworth.
Valfire, I hope you're not intending to eat these guys. We probably have to stab a few, but I don't know. I guess maybe you can eat them if you wild shape, but
I don't.
that would be gnarly.
Bro,
No, I don't eat.
No eating people,
Don't eat
bro.
that much red meat. Yeah.
No eating people, bro.
No, I don't need people.
You
That
sure?
I can remember.
You sure,
I don't
bro?
think so.
It's not comforting.
No, I don't.
Bro, I got my beak on you, bro.
I hear you. I hear you.
Don't
I
like
won't.
it.
I promise I won't. I will promise I won't eat you intentionally. Is that okay?
Not
That
okay,
means a lot
bro.
to me. That
Not
means a lot.
okay, bro. Not okay.
All right, but just kill random people. That's fine. We'll kill these guys, but I
Bad
won't eat them.
guys. Bad guys.
True. All right. Sorry about that. I don't know what took over me. I'll tell you about it someday.
All right. So as you continue on, having revealed the mysterious nature of one of your companions, you find yourselves approaching the foot of Rockhaven, and you notice now as you're kind of concluding this conversation that there are several figures coming down the slope of the rock pile and making their way towards you. As they get closer, you count about 6 figures, all dressed in black, all of them wearing black cloaks with black leather armor, hoods kind of drawn over their heads, and with a variety of weapons at their sides. And one of them, a rather large, burly woman with a giant hammer maul strapped to her back, seems to be leading this troop, and she pulls her hood back as they approach.
If they're 20 feet away, can I pull out a piece of curled leather and whisper a few things, move my hands around, and cast Mage Armor?
Yeah, absolutely. So you start to, create the magical arcane barrier that you are so familiar with around you as they approach, and they stop a good, maybe like 15 feet away from you, and stand along the road with arms crossed, just sort of looking sternly at you all. And go ahead.
No, I was gonna say Lucius turns and smiles, goes, "Bro, man, you got like a total silver tongue. Why don't you go talk to them? Because I talk, I kind of like fucking mess it up, man. So like, go ahead."
Gosh, I'm not sure they want to talk, but okay. And I turn back to Lucius and I say, thanks for the confidence. You're a good-looking guy, and I bardically inspire him as a bonus action.
Okay.
Cool. What is that? D4 or D6?
That is a D6.
Cool.
All right. So, are they within shouting distance?
They're like 15 feet away from you. They just kind of stopped, blocked the path. They're just standing there with arms crossed, looking rather imperious, somewhat grave.
So am I.
Yeah.
Okay.
I say hi, friends. Hi, friends. How are you this afternoon?
The large, burly woman speaks. What's your business in Rockhaven?
Well, gosh, we're just coming through. We heard the scenes were nice, and wanted to see what all the hubbub was about. Who do I have the pleasure of meeting?
They kind of turn around and start like laughing among themselves. Ain't
I laugh
nothing.
too. That's a good one.
Ain't nothing nice to see here in Rockhaven. Turn around and make yourselves back towards Cordis. Rockhaven is closed for business.
Well, we heard it was open for business for certain kinds of people.
We heard wrong, friend, and ain't nothing here for you to see. Why don't you turn around and make your way back to Cordis, and we'll just pretend like none of this ever happened.
Oh, hi.
Who you calling friend, buddy?
Who you calling buddy, guy?
Yeah, so it's good. Trying to get going. Who you calling
Who are
guy?
you calling guy?
Compadre. As you
Bros. Lucius just not knowing what's going on. What's going on? He just says, "Bros." He looks around. Why is everyone
Well-
saying
well,
everything but bros?
So, do you guys are you even from Rockhaven? I mean, you walked out here this way. What's going on over there?
You saw where we just came from. Ain't
Yeah,
no
well, what-
secret, pal.
Oh, hey, pal. Yeah, we are pals. You are pals. So, what's your name?
My name doesn't matter to the likes of you. Tell you what, we're gonna turn around. We're gonna walk back to Rockhaven. And you're gonna turn around. And you're gonna walk back to Cordis. And everybody's gonna leave here just as happy as they arrived.
Now, I'm very friendly to many people. But have you heard of the Obsidian Ring?
Make an intimidation check.
Intimidation.
I
It's
mean,
another new
I feel like
skill
most of us are gonna assist him because we're all kind of like,
Oh yeah, I'm
So-
still frowning next to him.
Okay, yeah. Good. I'll let you make it with advantage. You got a giant bugbear standing next to you who looks stern.
with advantage.
and a smiling.
Oh,
Aarakocra.
it makes a natural. It makes a 2 and a natural 20 for a 27.
Wow, okay.
Woohoo.
So as she kind of turns to leave, the large woman turns back, and she's got this glare on her face. Says, "If I were you, I'd forget you ever heard that name."
Oh, I can't forget it. That's a little bit of a problem. And if you've got something to do with the Obsidian Ring, you're gonna have a bit of a problem.
Like I said, we're going back to Rockhaven, and you're turning around and going back to Cordis. If we see you set foot up on that hill there, you're gonna be in for a world of hurt.
Is this
Oh,
is
don't
the hill
worry.
behind them?
You
Yeah,
you
it's
won't
fine.
see us.
They turn
Coming.
around. They turn around
under-
and they start walking back towards Rockhaven.
Lucius just goes, Bro, your face looks like an obsidian ring, bro." Like yells it behind them.
Make an intimidation check.
I mean, disadvantage.
Sure.
No, it doesn't matter with him. It's a 3 minus 3.
Okay, with your 0, you tell them your face looks like an obsidian ring. You think you've given them the supreme insult.
I know. I like elbow smiles. I'm
Yeah.
like, "Bro, man, I got him."
That was a
Got 'em
good
all."
one. That was a good one.
You
tell
think-
'em.
You think they've turned around and are walking away because they're too afraid to confront you based on what you just said.
Bro, that's the way of the wind right there, bro. That
I went to
all over
Rory,
them.
and I say, "Hey, Prevail, stabby."
Oh, copy, boss.
How many of them were there?
There were
Six.
6 that you saw that had marched out. They're like within a couple of minutes they've made their way back up the hill and have re-entered Rockhaven at this point.
Could we engage them before they re-enter Rockhaven?
You could certainly try to. I mean, it would take you probably several rounds to run up to them to try to catch them. At which point, they might have either gone back into the town itself, or
Okay.
you might catch them on just on the outskirts.
Town just have a wall, that an Aarakocra might just be able to fly over.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Is there a what?
Just a wall, like to the town.
No. It's just like, imagine just like a big sort of pile of rock, and then someone just sort of cleaved the top of it off, so that it's like sort of a flat like plateau.
I see.
Maybe about like 15, 20 feet high. It's not really that high. And then on top of that plateau are like 5 or 6 buildings. It's a very tiny little
Well,
hamlet,
Do
an
you-
outpost, really.
Okay.
do you guys want to do this loud or quiet?
What was our mission?
Yes.
What was our instructions from?
We were authorized to use all necessary force to solve the problem.
Rory puts on his badge and goes, "This makes it legal. Quiet or loud?"
Bros, I feel like we should definitely take out some of the peripheral enemies, all like cool like. But
Oh,
bros,
I'm in.
then
I'm
Can you
in.
send Owl in? Can you send Owl in to go scout it out, and we'll hang here for a minute?
Absolutely. Well, let's start skirting around the side, you know. But yeah, I'll send Pop Owl out.
Thing. Flash of feather. Oh, oh, Roar! It is so wonderful to see you again. Would you like to hear my latest theory on the apparative nature of familiars? I have been constructing quite the paradigm here.
Owl, I don't need to hear about your post-hangover dreams or anything. Right now, I need to get some eyes on what's going on in here. We need to kind of sneak in and couple guys.
I'm trying to advance the scholarship of familiars, and you are asking me to assist in the murdering of who exactly?
Well, it's not really murder when it's legal. I think it's more like a sanctioned killing.
Right, of course.
They're real bad. They're real bad guys. Obsidian Ring. I just need to know where a couple of them are. We kind of sneak off to the side and kind of pick them off one by one.
Yes, I shall use my prodigious intellect to scout out the area and determine the location of several of these miscreants. Is that what you're asking me to do?
Oh God, the best bird. You're the best bird.
I am the best bird. Very well. And Owl flops off into the shadowy day, and as Owl kind of makes his way up towards the top, you can hear sort of mental communication indicating. Well, he circles around and comes back, and mentions that I've located atop this rock pile. There seems to be a source of water around which the congregants have formed a small outpost or a village of sorts. There's a tower, several small sort of stone buildings that seem to be in somewhat disrepair. I see several figures strolling about. I count about 6, perhaps, maybe 7.
Oh, that's it? Okay, great. Oh, thanks, bud. Hop back in. I'm not even gonna... He's gone. Okay, guys, he says...
No, wait! He disappears.
Just those guys up there. Let's sneak up there. Let's get for it. Let's take a side entrance, yeah? Or to the side path.
Okay. Did you convey all that to us?
Oh, yeah. Absolutely, yeah.
Bro, was like anyone in that tower? Because like I could totally take them out.
No.
Cool. Okay, I'll just stick with you guys, bro. It's cool. It's cool.
All right. So what is your plan of action?
Too embarrassed because he didn't ask.
So we're gonna try to stealth up the side where the people aren't, and then pick them off one by one.
Okay.
Yeah, try to.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
Go ahead. And as you kind of come along to the side,
as I said, I have a spell. It kind of muffles sound. Should I cast it? I just don't want to waste it.
Absolutely.
Gather around. And I speak the words of magic. And I cast Pass Without Trace.
okay.
I say you must stay within 30 feet of me. To get
Bro,
this.
that's may not work for me, bro. Because it kind of like...
Shadows and silence radiate from me, and all of it spreads to you guys, helping us blend in with the terrain.
Yeah. So as you go through into the throes of spell casting, these shadows from the day seem to kind of coalesce around you all, and you see this shimmer start to appear on your forms that partially reflects the environment that you're in, giving you a slight bit of camouflage, and you can hear your steps as they hit the hard, scrabbly ground are somewhat muffled now, creating a slight, or actually a pretty significant stealthy effect on you all. So,
Raj, do we have predator camouflage right now?
No, it's not exactly like that. It doesn't look exactly like, the ground around you, but it's kind of like giving you a little bit of a reflection of like, the stone ground and a little like some blue from the sky grass and, that sort of thing.
They're invisible. We still have to work our way rock
Yeah.
to rock, stone to stone.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. All right. So you guys attempt to make your way up the side and try to sneak into this little sort of compound area.
Sorry, Raj, what type of day is it right now? It's like late afternoon or something?
It's
Long
actually
shadows.
It's I mean, there are long shadows kind of cast over the broken waste, regardless of the time of day, because of the large finger-like projections from the crag claws that cast long shadows everywhere, and then pending judgment itself actually casts a huge shadow over much of the area, sort of in sort of sundial-like fashion. And so we'll say that as the sun it's a little bit past noon at this point, maybe around around roughly around 2 p.m. So we'll say that this area is very kind of like immersed in shadow at this point.
Shadowy. Okay. Who's our running point?
Follow me. I pull my hood over my and just start working my way through the whatever they are, the stone columns, and just work our way to the, I don't know, backside of the area, trying to avoid sight.
Yeah, sounds good. So you pick your way from rock to rock, finding your way through the morass of boulders and scree lying about. And as you make your way towards the rock pile, go ahead and everybody make a stealth check.
I will do that.
At 10.
22.
Plus 10? Plus 10.
Yeah, you get to add 10 from your
Plus 1. Plus 10 to that.
Yeah,
Additionally,
pass without
30.
trace adds a plus 10 to your stealth check.
32.
34. 34.
25. 34?
30, 32. 32.
Rolled
And
a
Malfire,
19.
what'd you get?
Sorry, I got, where did that disappear to? I got a 20.
20. All right. So, nigh invisibly, your group makes their way through the rocks, and you come to the rock pile that is, at this point where you are, it's roughly a 15-foot high sort of a vertical wall with lots of crags and handholds and tufts of skygrass kind of growing out of it. But it is, you have kind of made your way seemingly unnoticed to the side of the wall here. What do you guys do?
Smile. Watch. If I stand perfectly still, I become invisible. You can't even see me right now, can you?
And I just touched Valfire. I was like, I can see you here. I can see you here. I can see you here. But you are so hidden. You're so hidden. It's
Oh,
wow, you're so
I've
good
been
at
working on
this.
it. Follow me, though. We'll continue to the next group. Follow.
All right. So
So
are
is
you?
there another? So where are we right now? Sorry.
So you're basically on the side of you're on the side of the town, of the rock pile that the town sits on the northern side. What I should have described is that there was a ramp from on the western side that kind of led straight up into the village, but as you kind of made your way around to the northern side, so about like 1/4 of the way around, you don't see another ramp. You see it's basically just like the rock wall about 15 feet high that you could conceivably climb at this point, or continue to make your way around if you'd like.
Is no one else going to address the fact that Tyler got a dessert delivery from his significant other?
Do you guys not get that in the middle of D&D?
No.
Pretty good.
I
You might be doing.
I get admonishment from
Yeah.
from my wife.
Stern looks.
You
They
guys
can
might be
hear
doing.
you guys. They can.
They,
They're right
you might be
behind
doing it wrong. You should try playing a bard with high persuasion.
My charisma is 4.
Yeah.
I said to Lucius, sorry about before, but can you poke your head up and take this rope and give us a way to climb up easily? Or is this something we could scramble up, Raj?
You could climb it. I mean, there are a lot of handholds, and it's only 15 feet high, so it's not particularly difficult. You will have to make an athletics check, but it's not. It wouldn't be super challenging.
Yeah, just so you guys know, it's hunter time. All right. So I mean, the first one we see, we're gonna get in there and neutralize quick. Okay. Okay. Let's go.
Lucius
Okay.
looks at you like, what?
So you mean, are we going to? I mean, the way of the wind speaks of peace, I believe. Is that not right, Lucius? You were
Bro,
preaching this
man,
to
you
me.
know it, man. Subdue is the way, bro.
To ensure the
Subdue is
peace,
way.
we must destroy the obsidian ring.
Uh,
I'm climbing.
Okay, you start
And
climbing.
Lucius is like lecturing you as he's flying up as you're climbing. He's like, "Bro, man, you totally can't do that, bro, man. You don't want to kill anybody, bro. Bro, you want to just want to
Grab the beak.
Yeah. Bro, listen to me, bro. Bro, look at me, bro. I'm talking to you, bro. Bro.
All right.
I'm waiting to make my roll.
So as
Yeah,
you guys
good.
are as you're like trying to chastise him while he's climbing, I need you both to make a stealth check with disadvantage. You're not being particularly stealthy.
Still have pass without trace at
You
least.
still have pass without trace up.
Thank God.
18.
19.
Okay. And Roar, if you're climbing, then go ahead and make an athletics check while you,
Okay.
we're climbing. And Lucius, you're just flopping next to him essentially.
That is cocked as all heck. Ooh. That is a 15.
15. Okay. You make it up without a problem and seemingly completely unnoticed. As you crest the rock wall, you see before you on the right is a large tower, maybe about 30 feet tall. And
He's looking at the battle map.
Maybe I am, maybe I'm not. And and over to the left, you see several houses, dilapidated stone houses that look like parts of the walls have collapsed. And between the tower and one of the houses, you see a large, deep pit of water that maybe goes down about 20 or so feet. And spanning the top of the tower and one of the houses on the other side, you see this rope, like wooden bridge, essentially like kind of connecting the two, like traversing the lake.
Sorry, I would also like to climb up the rope, or the skeletal wall.
Yeah,
They're
go
all
ahead.
following, right? Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead and make stealth, and if you're all climbing up, go ahead and make stealth and athletics.
Athletics.
Oh, natural 20 for a 21.
Nice.
And stealth is a 25.
25. All right. Very good. That's it. That's with your
That's with the
trace,
plus 10.
yeah. Okay. Yeah. So you make your way up without a problem, actually, and very sneakily climb your way to the top.
Do we see anybody near this
Yeah. I'm
bridge or?
Yeah. Go ahead and make a perception check.
14.
14. You see a couple of figures strolling about the area, sort of on patrol. One of them is the very large, burly woman who exchanged words with you outside of the town, flanked by a couple of guards, and they seem to be just sort of like walking around the lake. As you look up, you can see a couple of figures inside at the top of the tower with crossbows sort of at the ready, scanning the horizon. And you get the sense that they're actively looking for you all, but seem to have lost track of you.
Sorry, you said at the top of the tower?
At the top of the tower. And atop of the roof, that the crenellated roof of the small house to which the tower is attached via this wooden bridge, you see another couple of figures that are kind of patrolling the area, looking in another direction, trying to scan the horizon for your group, and seem to be unable to find you all.
Bros, I think I should go take out the bros in the tower, bros.
Can I don't know what it looks like. Can I sneak to the tower entrance to climb up and fight from inside while he's up top?
Yeah, so the entrance itself, you can't see the entrance from where you are. You're not quite sure where it is.
Okay.
Go ahead and make a perception check for me. This is going to be a pretty high DC because you're not at the right angle.
Natural 20.
All right. Out of the corner of your eye, you see that sort of around the curve of the tower, just like on the edge, you see what looks to be the makings of a ladder that looks like it climbs up to the top, but it's basically on the other side of the tower. I'll say like maybe a quarter turn around the tower from where you are, maybe 2/3 turn.
Look at Lucius and go, you get him from the air, I'll climb up. You two,
How many
what do you want to do?
There?
Yeah, we're going to the tower as well.
Sorry.
You saw roughly two. Make a perception check right now.
Nope. 4.
Yeah, you think there may be like somewhere between 17 and 43 people up there.
Really? Is that what I think?
Yes.
Okay.
It's hard to
Rose?
tell. You do see some figures at the top. It's hard to tell if they're multiple, if it's the same person sort of patrolling back and forth.
Yeah. Okay.
Didn't
Rose,
Howell
man.
tell us there were 7 people up here?
Yeah. He just had a really bad roll.
Let me take a look. And I rolled natural 26 for 26.
It looks like there are potentially 2 people up there at the top of the tower. And I'll say that with the 26, you can see that it looks like there are 2 at the other side of the bridge on the smaller building.
You guys want to get the bridge? I will pop Owl back out just so he's there and go, shh.
Yes. Yes. Roar. Yes.
Don't let them hear you, knowing that he's only talking to me.
Yeah.
All right.
Of course. I will do my best to keep silent. What are we whispering about?
Who are you talking to?
Real quick, are we sure that these are not the townspeople, but the Obsidian Ring?
They're armed. They're all in black.
Are they wearing makeup? Does one have white, cat-like makeup on their faces? They're wearing all black, and does one have a star on their eye as well with white makeup? I'm just saying kiss because they're all in black.
Yeah.
I thought you were going for like the Crow, like the movie.
Yeah,
like,
no.
I
I'm
wasn't
doing
sure where
like
you're
from role models.
Yeah.
You know, I always said we should fight first and ask questions later.
Oh, Smiles, should you go talk to them? You're so good at that.
Yeah.
Could you distract
Alright.
them while we take them out?
Bro,
I'm going to the
Smiles,
tower.
bro, if you can do a peaceful resolution to this, that'd be awesome.
All right. Are you trying to sneak up the tower?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So as the rest of you are all trying to figure out what to do, you see Roar just kind of
There's
like
a dagger
tiptoe-
in my teeth.
Yeah. Okay. Tiptoe his way over to the tower and attempt to climb the ladder, and that
He
is
always
where
makes
we
the
will.
best decisions.
Yeah, we will take a quick break over here and figure out what happens right after the break.
Okay.
Cool.
All right. Very good, guys.
Hey guys, I could cast Enlarge, reduce on Lucius, and maybe he could pick you up with his claws and bring you up to the top. Do cannonball action. We can call that like Rocket Man. I don't know.
Bugbear. Boo boo doo doo doo. A bugbear. Doo 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 doo.
Do.
A bugbear.
Well, it's technically bugbear. My brother used to give me a hard time for saying bugbear.
You know what, Paul?
I like Bugbear better.
I
Tell-
also like it better, but my brother used to grind me on it.
Thank you. Well, clearly he's the ugly one.
Yes.
All right, so we're back, and picking up from where we left off, the party was attempting to infiltrate the town of Rockhaven, supposedly under the control of the Obsidian Ring, who they've had a brief sort of verbal altercation with outside the town. We have Lucius trying to fly up to the top of the tower. Roar was attempting to circle around the tower and make his way up the ladder. Valfire and Smiles, what are you guys doing?
I'm following Rory. I'm gonna follow him up the ladder.
Okay, and Valfire?
I'll stay where I am.
Okay, so Roar and Smiles, as you can see around this area here, it kind of hangs over the lake. You are going to have to try to climb sort of horizontally along the way to make your way over to the ladder.
I'm strong as hell. Let's do it.
All right, go ahead and make an athletics check. DC is not super high, but you don't want to fail.
Raj, I have something I want to do before they reach the top.
Okay. Go ahead. What'd you get?
Miles, you go first.
Yeah. Athletics check.
Yeah.
Okay. It's a 7.
7. Okay.
I have a 7.
Oh,
stand
all
by,
right.
stand by.
One. Plus
Stand by,
one.
stand by. What I would like
Okay.
to do, Raj,
Yeah.
I meant to say it. I wanted to control some water. So I'd like to draw some water out
of the water down there and freeze it against the wall. I can have up to 3 of them to provide just like some additional foot places to make it a little bit easier for them to go across. I basically draw the water out, stick it to the wall, freeze it, and I can hold up to 3 of those along the web.
Okay, I'm gonna ask all of you to attempt to make a stealth check while all this is sort of happening at the same time. Lucius flying to the top of the tower, the Valfire are attempting to cast a spell, and Smiles and Roar attempting to scale the wall, which they did not do super successfully.
Still with concentration, or with pass with a trace up, right?
Well, does shape water or does your spell?
It's actually just somatic, so I'm just moving my hand, so it's not non-verbal as well.
But it's pass without trace is not concentration, right? Point of order.
No, it's not. Point of order. Point of order.
Point of order.
Shape water is not.
No, pass
the
the trace is 100% concentration, but the control water is shape water does not require.
Okay. All right. Not concentration. Okay. Good. All right. So go ahead and stealth checks. What did you guys get?
17.
17.
I rolled
with
the
with the plus 10.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay.
29.
29. Okay.
20.
20.
Am I doing
Yes.
stealth as well?
To try to keep yourself hidden while you're casting.
30.
30. Okay. So as you're kind of tumbling, scrabbling for a handhold against the wall, both of you, and the rocks were way more slippery than you thought they were going to be. Pieces of rock go scrabbling down and like tumbling into the lake, and you're about to fall and lose your handholds, but then these small like pillars of ice just like you can hear like sort of crackling upward and actually manage to meet your feet right where you're falling and allow you to maintain your handhold along the rock wall.
Yeah,
Lava
you
druid.
can choose an near water that's within feet, 5-foot cube, so I can like bring up large pieces.
Oh, a 5-foot cube actually does not bring it all the way up to where they need to be because it's 10 feet down.
No, I can have 2 of them. 2.
Oh, I see. Okay, so 2 5-feet cubes, you'll stack them essentially. Yeah.
Well,
Okay.
I'll make them like steps. Yeah, and I can always dissolve one and then put another one as they move if necessary.
Sure. I'll say you could do that. Yeah. All right. So as you're doing that, Lucius, you manage to get your way to the top. You kind of you're over here. You manage to sort of, we'll say you're kind of on the other side of the wall, maybe like peering through the crenellations, just kind of looking through. You see that there are 2 figures up there, both armed with crossbows, kind of looking in opposite directions, attempting to scout out the horizon, trying to find your party to no avail.
Was one of them? I see one that is near the edge and near the water.
Yeah, one of them is over here, like on the side, and then another one is near the bridge that kind of extends from the tower and goes all the way to the other house.
All right, I'll tell you what I want to do, and you tell me whether, based on the setup, it feels feasible to do this.
Okay.
He basically wants to jump into the middle of these 2 guys and telekinetically shove one of them into the water.
Okay. I will say that
which is actually just the way of the wind. It's just, yeah.
Yeah, I'd say that's a distinct possibility. You would probably, honestly, you would probably have to. A shove is like a push away from you, right?
Yes, that's
yeah.
what I'm saying.
So you have to actually fly around to this side over here in order to be able to shove this guy backwards over the edge.
Are we climbing up the rope yet? Because like I imagine it would be one of those like see him going and we go.
Yeah. Oh, well, you know what? I'm sorry. You can try to push him over this way.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah. You can do that. You can do one. Yeah, you can try to do that. Yeah.
All right. So he will flap. You just hear a very light, like subtle ghost sound, which is like a.
I thought you were using your break of the wind sound.
Yeah.
No, he will not do that.
Guys.
That's
covered it.
So he kind of flies over, flips over, uses wings to shove that guy over the edge.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah. All right. So go ahead and make a Make it. I think it's an athletics check. Opposed athletics checks.
Well, technically, the target must succeed a strength saving throw. with
Strength
DC
saving
13.
throw. Got it. Okay, DC 13. All right, so we're going to roll strength saving throw for this fellow. That is.
I imagine he get disadvantage because I'm surprising him.
Yes, and with disadvantage, he has an 11, so he does not succeed. So as you kind of crest, you kind of with a big flap of your wings, you come over the edge, and there's a massive like feathers, and this huge gust of wind just emanates from you as this guy basically tumbles over the edge, and with a splash just lands in the water.
Okay.
And you can see him start to like, and it is
Hold on. That is a bonus action.
Okay.
So with his action, he's going to turn around and subdue the guy from behind, like get him basically in a chokehold.
Okay, got it. So go ahead and make an athletics check to attempt to grapple him.
Advantage?
I will say that you gave up your surprise when you threw the other guy over, so this would just be a straight roll.
Athletics?
Athletics,
It's
yeah.
Only a 9.
And I rolled a 12 on the die, so you do not get a handhold on him as he kind of looks around to see his buddy go over. He sees you kind of.
Oh wait, hold on.
Yeah.
I have. I'm going to use.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do.
I do have a bless. What is it?
Inspiration.
Okay.
Bardic inspiration.
Bardic inspiration. So I'm going to roll another 4.
Okay.
So 9, so 13.
13. So you actually beat me by 1. In the future, point of order.
Yeah, I know. Yes,
You
you're
gotta
right.
know
I should
beforehand,
have. I
so-
should have said that before. Yes.
I'll let it slide this time. Yeah.
Yes.
In any case, you do manage to get a handhold on him, and you do have him grappled. So he is
Part of
now.
his grapple. Can I cover his mouth so he doesn't yell more?
I'll say go ahead and make another athletics check to see if you can try to cover his mouth so that he doesn't yell.
Man, worst rolls ever. 7.
So no, that is not a success. This time, you try to claw your way up his neck and over his mouth, but he manages to shout before you actually get there.
I'm shaking my hand on my mouth. I'm like, bro, shut up, bro.
Shut up, bro.
Shut up, bro.
Chill, bro. Chill. And he starts shouting, alarm, alarm.
I guess I can't do this. Can I react with some silvery barbs?
At this point, no. I'm going to ask you all to roll initiative now.
Okay.
I would love to roll initiative.
All right.
23.
23 as well, baby.
All
17.
right.
Woo!
23, 13 for Valfire, or 13 for Valfire, or Lucius, sorry.
17.
17 for Lucius, and then
20.
20 for Valfire.
Wow.
All right.
Some good
We
rolls.
get to
today.
add 10,
About
right,
time.
to our
No.
initiative.
All right. So at the top of the round, Roar, you are going first. So technically, technically speaking, you are over here, kind of in mid. You know what?
Oh yeah. He's going into the drawer of goodies. I gotta find the correct drawer where I have my elevation. It's gotta be 10 feet off the ground. Ooh, I found the 20-foot. That's not gonna help me at all.
I remember this song on my prom too.
Yeah.
All right, so we'll say that you are over here, like clutching the wall rather tightly, as tight as you can, and you are actually right next to Mr. Smiles, also hanging on the edge here. There we go. Close enough. One of you may fall. All right, Roar, you're up first. What are you doing?
I'm a bonus action, looking around and going, oh, it's popping off, and I'll start singing my blade song.
Okay.
And I want to, at that point, climb onto the ground underneath the stairway. Can I reach the guy that's in the water? Is he within? I guess I have a very long reach, actually. I do a 10-foot.
He is 10 feet below you, kind of bobbing up and down on the surface. Like you can see him, like kind of splashing, trying to gain some purchase on his situation.
Terrific. Well, I would like to look at him, smile, and reach down and stab him, please.
Oh,
Okay.
your character did fall at the same time you said that. That's perfect.
Yeah, so yeah, that's very timely. All right, so you can reach down. So I will say, because you are holding on to the wall at the same time,
Did I not climb over to the actual ground?
you haven't made it over yet. No.
Oh, I haven't. Okay.
Would you like to do that first? Or?
Oh, I would like to do that first. Yes.
Okay. All right. So we'll say that you move over to the side here. You're right below, at the foot of the ladder, essentially, and you can see the bandit, or whoever that is, kind of like down there.
Yep. Hello, buddy. And I will stab him with a rapier.
Okay. Go ahead and make an attack roll.
I will hit him.
I'm going to
with
give
a
you
19.
advantage. I'm going to give you advantage on this attack roll because he is, for all intents and purposes, prone and swimming and
Right.
subject. Yeah.
19 is what it is.
19 to attack. That hits.
Lovely. All right. And I'm going to make sure this, again, it's the bugbear thing where I haven't hit anyone. Sorry. Hit a creature that has not yet taken a turn on the current combat. Extra 2d6 damage.
Okay.
I like to see that. I like to see that a lot. All right. That is 15 points of damage.
15 points of damage. As you
Dead.
extend...
Dead.
Mm-hmm.
As Larry Joe Bird once said, dead.
Dead.
As you extend your massive, the massive reach of your bugbear arm with the rapier at the end, you lance right through his throat as he's kind of like bobbing and trying to get some stability in the situation, and he clutches the rapier as it kind of digs right through his throat, and you can see like blood start to spew from his neck and his hands before he just sort of like slides off and then falls back into the water and just bloop, 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 sinks down below and does not come back to the surface.
Just like my mentor taught me. And I've got 40 feet of movement total with Blade Song. I'm going to climb to the as much as I can to the top.
Okay, so I would have
By the
said
way-
that you would have expended 10 feet
Right.
at half movement trying to get across. So you can go 5, or another, that's 15, 20, 25, 30 feet. I'll say 35
Beautiful.
feet to get to the top here, and you are right next to the creature, the figure that
Lucius is tangling him. Oh, it's
taking
grappling.
care.
Yeah. So I would have, by the way, after the stabbing, but he wouldn't have seen it. He just yells out because he hears the alarm go off. He goes, bros, try not to kill anyone. Let's capture them, bros.
Oops. All right. That was Roar. It is now Sterling. You're up.
All right, so Smiles is going to make his way over to that ladder and
Okay.
try to get up as far as he can get.
Okay, so that would be 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. I'll say that you can get up to about 5 feet up the ladder with all of your move here.
All right. And then these people over here, they're alerted to our presence. Is that accurate?
Yeah, you've definitely seen heard some commotion coming from atop the roofs, and you hear footsteps clamoring against the stone ground.
And then one of these figures that we can see on top of the building is one of them the large woman that greeted us.
No, she was actually standing over by. There's another house, like sort of over in the corner, like on this side over here. That she's kind of closer to that house.
Okay. All right. Great. So then can I see anybody on top of that?
On top of this house here?
Yeah. Can I see anybody? Yeah.
Yeah, you can see there's a couple of people that are starting to run around and start to come to attention to the situation.
Okay. So the person in blue, I yell out. I yell out. You're so bad at your job. You didn't even see us coming.
All right, so I assume you're casting Vicious Mockery here, right?
Oh, I am. It's quite vicious.
Quite vicious. All right, I'm going to make a Wisdom saving throw, and I fail. So this figure, kind of turns around and looks at you. It's like, I was looking in the other direction. I didn't know you cast Pass Without Trace. Oh, come on, not fair.
And you're gonna take 4 psychic damage.
All right, 4 points of psychic damage, maximum damage from the
Of
Vicious
emotional
Mockery.
damage.
Of emotional damage, yes. And this figure's like, man, man! Throws the spear down to the ground, just starts kicking the air.
Stubs
that
his
was,
toe.
Yeah, exactly. And it is Valfire's turn.
Oh, sorry, and also bonus
Yeah.
action. I'm
Yes.
going to say, Valfire, you got this, and bardically inspire him.
All right, very good. Valfire, you are vertically inspired. What are you doing? You are
Okay.
over here, standing by the under the bridge, essentially, on the other side.
And are the people not on the tower across the way? Is there a way for them to get to me from where they're standing?
There is.
just kidding.
It's across some rocks. Over here is the large, burly woman that you exchanged words with, and there are two of her henchmen over here.
All right. Do they see me at the moment?
They do see you. They have been called to attention at this point.
Okay. So then I would like, and how far are they from me?
They are, let's see, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, about 35 feet from you. The closest one is about 35 feet from you.
All right. Gotcha. Okay. So then I would like, between me and them, I will cast the spell
Okay.
Spike Growth.
Yes.
growth, all right.
Yes. Good call.
Or maybe yeah. Because it's a 20-foot radius, so 40 feet.
20-foot radius, really? Dang.
So 40 feet across.
40 feet across. That is going to basically span the entirety of the map.
Is it?
Pretty
So you
much.
put it right in the middle of them, right?
Yeah.
So I have so many game aids here.
Raj has everything. This fight has everything. A radius, measurement.
You said 40-foot radius?
Magical
foot
effects.
20.
And
Radius.
Cobra.
40 feet across.
40-foot
Stick
diameter.
All right, so that'll span. If you just want to get them, you can certainly get just them. In
No,
the
I would
area
like to.
itself.
Yeah. No, but I want to get them so it's like they're on the back edge of it, and most of it's towards me.
Ah,
Yeah.
yeah. So do you
And,
want to?
and if I could cover the bridge too.
You want to encompass. Well, I mean, it won't go with like 3D, right? It'll only go with like in a
Yeah,
plane.
yeah, yeah. All right,
essentially.
yeah. So whatever we think, yeah.
Yeah,
Basically
so
like that.
probably
yeah.
right here. Yeah. Okay. Cool. All right. So I'll say that yes, you can get them all cast in the spike growth over there. All right. So do they have to make saving throws of some kind?
No, I don't think so. I think just if they move, right?
Okay. All right. Sounds good. So spike growth. Oh yeah, spike growth. Yeah, that's right. This is one of my favorite spells. All right. So as you cast it around them, you can see the sky grass start to sprout from the ground angrily and start to grow these wicked thorns along the sides of the blades. And as they kind of twist and undulate around, they create this massive network of light blue, heavily thorned vines that constrict and traverse their way around the figures. All right, that is your action. What else you got?
That's it.
Okay, very good. The figure in the water is actually dead, so we can just remove him.
He's
from
just
that.
sleeping.
Yeah.
It's fine. It's fine.
Pluto Lucius.
Yep.
Yeah, I was gonna say dirt nap, but it's more of an aqueous kind of slumber that he's in. All right, let's see. The next figure is the one that has undergone some vicious mockery over here. Oh man, you guys are the worst. Can't stand you guys.
You're the worst.
5, 10, 15.
Watch your mouth smiles.
He's going to climb over here to the side of the bridge, and he is going to pull out his crossbow and attempt to fire at Valfire, who just cast a spell encapsulating his captain in a vegetative, spiky area. So that is an 11 to hit, which I don't think will hit.
No,
That's with
16.
disadvantage?
Pull up my wooden shield.
Oh, with disadvantage, it's even worse.
Why did you cast? a
And
spell
also,
against
they
them?
wouldn't have if they weren't in it. They don't see the spike growth.
No. That's only if somebody. Point of order. That's only if somebody is not in the area when it's cast. They don't see it. But if they're there when it's cast, then they see it.
Oh, okay. Good point of order.
All right.
Very good point of order.
All right. That was that bandit's turn. Lucius, you're up.
Raj, we haven't established the rules for me being able to carry weight and fly. What are the rules? Is it standard D&D carry weight rules?
I think it's just standard carrying capacity. Like you'd probably move with somebody in the air at disadvantage, at half speed, if you were able to grapple, say, and you'd have to make a successful grapple check to be able to carry them.
Which I have.
What's that?
Which I have.
No, another check to move them, essentially.
I see.
And then you would be moved flying at half speed, essentially, because you'd be essentially encumbered.
Okay, great. I'm going to try to grapple and then lift this guy into the air.
Okay.
What is the athletic?
You're making athletics check, yeah.
We got 12.
Well, I rolled a 9, so you succeed.
All right, so I'm basically going to fly high into the sky, but over the water.
Okay.
You non-violent son of a gun.
I know. And then I'm going to whisper into his ear, and I was like, chill, baby, chill, baby, chill. Choose your next move carefully, bro.
All right. So
we'll high up here.
All right.
Wow.
What are you doing? Are you dropping him, or what are you doing?
Nope. I'm just gonna hold him.
Threatening him.
Say, maybe you should tell your boys, bro. Back down. You don't want to fall from this height.
Yeah.
And I'm making sure to hold his body between me and the people in front of me, just in case they get any funny ideas.
Yeah. All right. All right. So we'll say that you are flying.
Whoa.
Above the air here, with him in tow. What's your fly speed?
50. So it's 25. Is the max distance?
About right. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Exactly. Okay. Cool. So we'll say that you're over here holding him above the water. All right. Very good.
That's it for me.
Good. All right. It is now his turn, miraculously. And so you got him suspended over the water. And what was it you said to him exactly?
I was like, chill, bro, man.
Chill, bro.
Choose your next move carefully.
Go ahead and make an intimidate check for me.
Mm-hmm. You know how he rolls. Mm-hmm. He probably was like, it's time to jump, bro. It was on 19. It rolled a 3, and I have -3. So 0.
Okay. All right. So he is going to pull out a scimitar. And, well, first of all, he's going to, actually, you know what? That's not what he's going to do. He's going to attempt to, you've got him over the water. He's going to pull out a scimitar. He's going to try to stab you with it, flash at you, while in midair. And
can I, as a reaction, can I just drop him?
You can drop him as a free action, but he's going to get the hit. I mean, he's making the attack on you first before you take your free action, right? So, so this is it's a 5 to hit, which I don't think will hit you.
Yeah. I go, poor choice, bro. And I just drop him.
Okay. All right. So he falls into the water, and with a splash, he ends up in the pool. All right. That was his turn. It is this one's turn over here at the top of the building.
Raj, if it's easier because my guy's obscuring everything, just move him out of the way for now. You know where he is.
Yeah, sure. You know what? Maybe I'll just move this over a little bit here, so
you just move way further left. I think.
Map a little bit better.
Yeah.
That's fine. Yeah, we know where you are. You're basically right above where the guy is in the water. So, all right. So this one over here is going to fire his crossbow at you, Lucius, and that is a 21 to hit.
Did I technically use my reaction?
Technically, you have not used your reaction. I would say it was a kind of a free action to just kind of drop him.
Okay, I'm gonna deflect this missile.
Ooh. Okay. All right, so that is 6 points of damage.
And so I roll a D10. This is the first time I've done this, so
yeah, months, man.
D10 plus 8. Is that right? so 9 damage.
Okay. So I think, do you have the option to hurl it back yet, or is that like a later monk thing?
It says if you reduce the damage to 0 and have a free hand, which I think I did, right? You can spend 1 key point to make a ranged attack as with a monk weapon, 20 to 60.
Yeah.
So am I within 20?
So he would be 5, 10, 15, exactly 20 feet from you, essentially. Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm gonna do that.
Okay, go for it.
Nice.
So
Monks.
range attack, so it's +7.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's 14 to hit.
14 will hit. You catch the crossbow coral in midair and just kind of flick it back towards him.
So 7 damage.
7 points of damage. All right. He is not doing very well as the arrow like sticks right over his heart. And you can see like he kind of like shrugs in pain and kind of goes down to one knee before
And he just goes. He goes.
Awesome. All right, and it is the burly woman's turn. The bandit captain. She is going to make her way towards Valfire. I believe she's moving at half speed in the spike growth, right? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. She actually does not get out of the spike growth.
She moved 30 feet in the spike growth?
No, she moved 3 squares, so only 15 feet because she was moving half
I don't
speed.
think it's half, is it?
I'm pretty sure it's difficult terrain. So she can't
Difficult
move.
terrain.
Yeah.
Oh, okay,
So,
okay.
Point of order. And so
Point of
she
order.
will take, go ahead and roll your
So
damage
many
for the
points of order.
6d4.
64, yeah.
Yeah. Hold on. Cancel. 64.
Yeah.
Skadoosh. Did that show up?
No.
Show up, no. There
Oh,
it
there
is.
it
18
is.
points.
18 points of damage. My goodness.
Spike growth.
She is not doing super well. I mean, still got a lot of life left in her, but you can tell, like, as she's kind of plodding her way through this thick morass of vines and spikes and thorns, you can see, like, them tearing at her flesh, and she just seems to, like, not care as she is, she's just kind of making her way through them, streaked with blood at this point. All right.
And I yell to Smiles. Smiles, tell them to surrender. They don't have to die for no reason.
All right. Before Smiles gets a chance.
Their
to do
obsidian
that-
ring. They must die.
All right.
Smiles coming alive.
Smiles, why are you saying that? That's not like you.
5, 10,
The obsidian ring is not like me.
15, 20, 25, 30. So go ahead and roll 2d4 for one of the bandits that was still in the spike growth,
Ooh.
and then oops, she's over here. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. This one will end up over here. All right. So roll another 2d4 for the second one also.
All right, 2 for one and 7 for another.
All right. Wow, that's a pretty decent rolls there. And they both clamber out of the spike growth, incredibly wounded, and they lift their crossbows and fire at you, Valfire. 2 arrows coming at you, or 2 corals coming at you. One is a 6 to hit. Another one is a 16 to hit.
16 hits.
All
The
right.
one that rolls 16, I yell out and I say that you didn't spot us either, and cast silvery barbs.
Ooh, nice.
Okay. So forcing a reroll here, and that becomes a 21 to hit, unfortunately. And so it's 5 points of. Did I roll the right? Oh, I rolled
What do
the
you
wrong
give
die.
advantage to, Smiles?
Sorry,
Oh yeah,
it's,
and then I turn to Roar and I say, "You are gonna make them pay."
Oh,
Nice.
they're gonna pay.
So that's 5 points of damage to you, Valfire, as one of
Okay.
the corals sneaks its way through. And it is, let's see. And then actually, coming from this house over here, from the window, 2 more crossbow corals fire at you, Valfire.
Gotta get
He's
out of
talking
there,
to
bud.
me. He's targeting me. The DM is targeting me. It's not fair. Not
That's an
fair.
8 to hit, which I think will miss, and then a 10 to hit. I think both of those will
What
miss.
are these rolls?
They are
Valfire's just has this like wooden shield up. It's just like it's almost as big as him. It's just hiding all of it, and they're just clang.
Yeah, it's like you can feel them, like you can feel your shield vibrating as like brrr, the corals like sink into them and vibrate violently. All right, top of the round, it is Fror, your turn, followed by Smiles.
Oh, I'm booking it down that bridge,
Okay.
up to the guy standing there.
Up to the, oh yeah, got it. All right, so you make your way down the bridge. 5, 10, 15, 20 brings you right in front of him, and he is busy loading his crossbow as he sees this massive bugbear just boom, 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 and every time a foot falls on the bridge, like the whole thing just like starts to undulate and shake, and he's like struggling to keep his balance.
Love it. I'm gonna stab him with the rapier.
All right, go for it.
Oh yeah, 17 plus 7 to hit, 24 to hit.
That will definitely hit.
That will definitely hit. 5 plus 5, 10 points of damage.
10 points of damage, and as you lead with the rapier, you manage to jab him directly in the gut, and he collapses on the bridge and falls down dead.
Beautiful. 2-weapon fighting, I would need to immediately stab again. I can't throw a dagger with a bonus action.
You wouldn't be able to throw. Yeah, you'd
Okay.
have to use another.
Lucius, you're
melee
seeing him
attack.
kill people. What are you saying up there as you're flying around?
It's like, bro.
Non-lethal, bro.
Chill, bro. Chill.
Okay, I'll look up and go, he's okay, and then I will run right at the next guy because I have 30 or 40 feet of movement. So just right up to the next guy.
Okay. 5, 10. So, well, there is a big pit in the hole in the roof here that leads kind of like down into the building. So you have to go actually 10, 15. Yeah, you can get adjacent to him. That's
Love it.
20 feet of movement to get there. Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah. All right. Very good.
And I'll growl at him.
All right. Your most ferocious bugbear growl. And Sterling Miles, it is your turn, followed by Valfire.
So Mr. Miles scales the tower.
Okay.
If I can make it to the top.
So 5.
He was 5 feet up before.
Yeah, so 5, 10, 15, 20. Yeah, I'll say you can get to the top with 30 feet of movement. Yeah.
All right, great. And number 7 there, I will yell out. I will viciously mock, and I'll say, "Have you ever had a bugbear inside you? Because you're about to."
All right.
What are you promising there, bud?
That is a 9 on the die, so he fails his wisdom saving throw.
Oh, and he takes 3 points of emotional damage.
Ooh, you are just laying into them, Smiles, with your keen observational wit, Seinfeld style. You managed to just bring this one to the verge of tears. Bad enough that he has this nearly 7-foot tall bugbear just sort of barreling down the bridge towards him, but now you're just adding putting salt in the wound here. All right, anything else?
I think that's gonna be it for this. Yeah, Miles is good.
Okay, then it is Valfire's turn, and then Lucius is up next.
Where can I go to avoid getting hit by these crossbow bolts?
Yeah, so your options are you could try to scale the wall horizontally this way, or you could try. I'll move this out of the way so you can maybe see a little bit better. So kind of scale the wall horizontally this way, or you could potentially try to climb the tower up from the backside. Or
What I'd like to
you could
hear
dive
me
into
out.
the water. You could go back down the other side of the wall.
I'd like to cast Thorn Whip out of my hand and do Indiana Jones style, like across the bridge, across the wall. You see what I'm saying? Like just Thorn Whip, and just work my way across.
All right, go ahead. You want to go to the other side of the lake then?
Yeah, I want to go over by the
Okay.
bridge. By the
Love it.
ladder.
Love it.
Yeah, I love it. Okay, go ahead and make an attack roll against the bridge. I'm going to say it's AC 10 for you to try to get the Thorn Whip to attach to it.
Me 8.
Oh! All right, I will say that you hit it, but unfortunately it does not latch on, and as you swing across, you manage to end up falling in the water here.
Can I? Do I have a reaction to that?
Do you have something that would give you a reaction?
My reactions.
I'm gonna say no.
Okay,
Point of
fair.
order. I'm gonna say no. And okay, well, you fly in, so that was your action. I'd say you still have like vast majority of your move left, Hellfire, if you want to do something.
Yeah. What kind of water is it, Raj? Is it cold?
It is cold water. It smells like typical groundwater that comes up from the earth in the broken waste, with a tinge of mineral kind of quality and a sulfurous smell that's sort of caked into it.
I understand. Then I will.
It's clean drinking water.
All right, I will just duck under the water. That's
Okay.
it.
All right, you duck under the water. You do see one figure in there that Lucius had dropped. So there is somebody in there kind of swimming around with you.
Oh, alive?
Yeah, there's one person in there who's alive, yeah.
Oh, Lord. All right, so then I would just turn into a bear then.
It's
You should turn into a what?
Harsh left turn that you just took.
Yeah, you said turn into a bear like you do when
They're
you're
great swimmers,
in the
you
water,
know.
yeah. They are great swimmers. All right. So as you kind of go under the water with a tiny splash from the tiny halfling form, this bandit who was kind of like splashing about was started swimming towards you, thinking easy target. But then this massive bear just like kind of bursts out of the surface of the water in place where the halfling fell, and he's like, ah! And starts like backpedaling as fast as he can, trying to backstroke his way out of there. All right, it is Lucius's turn.
Raj, remind me where below the bridge. I think there are two guys behind the bridge.
So
Within the spike growth.
there's one person left in the spike growth. That's the large, burly woman that you exchanged words with earlier, and the other two that were in there have crawled their way out and are along the side of the house here.
Okay. Is she still in the spike growth?
She is on her next move. Like basically, she'll move 5 more feet. She'll be able to get out of it.
All right. So basically, he dive bombs under the bridge.
Okay.
Right. Comes around towards her in her face. You can see him kind of like stop short. His wings bellow in her face and pushes her back 5 feet. She has to make a DC 13 strength save, or get pushed back 5 feet, and taking spike growth damage. And then that's my bonus action.
Sounds good. I'm going to put you on the bridge just for a moment there to reflect your new position. So DC 13 strength save, you said, right?
Correct.
Okay. Strength saving throw. This is a 5. She does not make it, and she is pushed back 5 feet into the spike growth. My goodness, there is no respite for her as she is driven back once more into the thorny morass. All right, Lucius, very good. What else you got?
And then I will continue into her face and commence a flurry of blows.
Okay. Go ahead and roll 2d4 for the damage for having moved in the spike growth.
I'm flying, so I'm not.
Not you.
No.
For,
I see.
Yeah.
I see.
Yeah.
So I rolled a 2d4.
Yeah.
2d4, 5.
Well, actually, technically, Valfire is supposed to roll it, but
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Valfire.
We'll take yours. No, sorry, 2.
2 points of damage. All right, all good. All right, and then you're gonna do a flurry of blows against her. Go for it. Oh wait, I think you can only do flurry of blows if you have made the attack action, right?
Mm-hmm. So that's what I'm gonna do. I guess I'm gonna attack. Yeah.
Okay, you're gonna attack, but I don't.
I see what you're saying. I have to attack successfully, and then I have to declare flurry of blows.
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
Okay. Let me attack.
Is flurry of blows and a bonus action?
It is a bonus
believe
action.
I believe it's flurry of blows.
Oh, but you know what? Then I probably can't do it because I
Good
just
point.
did a bonus action. So
Yeah, that's right.
that's fine. So I'll just attack with my quarterstaff. So
Okay, go for it.
22 to hit.
22 hits.
And then I'm attacking two-handed, so that's a D8. So 11
Point of
hit.
order, Mike. You only have 1 bonus action per turn.
Yeah, that was a
to
point
use
of
for different
order.
things, multiple bonus actions.
Yes,
Point of order.
so put that in the point of order catalog, and we'll.
I'd like to
record all the
order
point
some
of-
points from that catalog.
All right, how much damage did you do on the attack?
I rolled a 11.
11 points of damage. All right. Very good. So as you kind of flap your wings vigorously, pushing her back with a gust of wind further into the spike growth, you kind of like lean forward and propel yourself, kind of whacking her straight across the skull with your quarterstaff. And you can see that she kind of reels from the blow, and she spits out a tooth as she kind of looks at you with anger and vengeance in her eyes.
You know, if I was a smarter monk, and maybe next time I'll do this, I would have attacked her first, then shoved her, so I would have been able to disengage without disengaging. But
Good point. That's okay.
Yeah. So I'm not on her
learned.
face. Yeah.
All right. So you're adjacent to her. All right. It is the third bandit's turn, who is in the water. And he's going to desperately try to get away from the bear. So this one will swim 5, 10, climb up 15, 20, 25 feet with his move, and will attempt to pull out his crossbow and fire at. It's going to take a shot at Mr. Smiles, who is standing up at the tower. You do have some cover, so this will be a more difficult shot for him. But that is a natural 20, unfortunately. So you will.
Have I already reacted this? I can't react again?
It's a
did you
natural
react
20.
to Valfires?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was at the top of the round. So yeah.
No, I didn't react to Valfires. I reacted to somebody who was shooting at Valfire.
Yes, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah. So that would have been
Reaction already.
All right, so that was I got nothing to. Yep. Nothing. Okay.
Okay. So
This is just gonna hurt. This is gonna hurt.
That is 16 points of crossbow quarrel piercing damage as the figure carried by the bear clambers out, kind of takes a random shot and threads the needle through the crenellations and just manages to clip you right along the jaw as the quarrel just draws a deep line, injuring the moneymaker. That's an unfortunate place to get hit by a quarrel. And it is
Yama.
see, the bandit who stands next to Hror is going to pull out his scimitar, desperately clutching at the wound, and try to just like viciously and desperately try to fend off the attack here.
Show me what you got, bud.
That is an 11 to hit.
Misses.
All right, and that's the best that he's going to be able to do. And the large woman standing there in the spike growth pulls out the large hammer from her back and says,
Sorry, that 20 to hit against me, that was at disadvantage?
It was a natural 20. Oh, did he have disadvantage?
Well, I have cover.
Oh,
No, it
no.
wasn't. It wasn't disadvantage. It just adds to your AC.
How much did that add?
It would have added 2 to your AC. Yeah, but a natural 20 hits regardless.
Always
right?
hits.
So, yeah.
Point of order. A point of natural
Point
20
of order.
always hits, and a natural 1 always fails, no matter what.
Yeah, that's right. All right, so
Unless you're halfling.
Unless you're a halfling. All right, so that is a 17 to hit from the large maul that's swinging in your direction. Lucius.
17 to hit me. Misses.
Yes. Okay. All right. And then another strike comes at you as she reverses the swing, and that is a natural 20. My goodness, making up for all those terrible die rolls
You
before.
have had terrible until now, yeah.
Yeah. So that is going to be 12, 15. Roll a couple more dice here. That is gonna be 19 points of damage from the hammer as it
America.
clubs you right in the chest, and the rest of you watch as Lucius is kind of flung back a little bit, and you see this burst of feathers just emerge from him, and you felt a few ribs crack underneath the force of the blow there.
Raj, I actually think there's a dynamic we should probably introduce that we haven't talked about before, which is when Lucius is flying and gets hit with a... Probably should treat it like concentration. What do you think of that?
I'm open to it. Let's talk about it after.
Okay.
What I read was that if you get knocked prone, you get knocked out of the sky.
Yeah,
So
definitely.
if he has an attack that
I see.
does
Okay.
prone,
That's fair.
All right.
That covers my concern.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, good. So the second creature, or the second bandit number 2 here, is going to move over in this direction and fire a crossbow at Lucius, who seems to be the most apparent target. And that is going to be a mere 7 to hit. And while his compatriot will fire, another natural 20. My goodness.
So I can't deflect that one.
You could. I think deflecting is still based on the damage, so you could attempt to deflect.
Okay.
So that would be a 9 plus. Ooh, that's 17 points of damage.
Okay. I reduced by 10.
Okay, so you only take 7 points of damage as you
Which
manage to.
still knocks me out.
Okay.
Oh, all right. And Lucius was kind of clubbed into the air slightly, was spinning over end from the hammer blow, and then falls to the ground as the crossbow fires into him directly in the back, landing him onto the ground in the spike growth. And so now he is there prone in front of this massive woman with this massive hammer. Things just got really interesting, you guys. At the top
Lucius,
of the round, it is Frore's turn, followed by
Lucius, you're
Starling.
unconscious?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You just hear this.
Lucius, no. All right, let's go ahead and take a shot at this guy right here. I'll do a flame blade shot at the guy right in front of me with the rapier.
Okay.
Does a 12 hit?
A 12 does in fact hit.
No way! Are you kidding? All
it
right,
does,
Good
yeah.
stuff. And I will use absorb. Oh wait, no, that's fine. Oh yeah, lovely. 8 plus. That is 13 points of damage.
13 points of damage. Your flaming rapier lances him right in the throat once more, and as you pull it out, you can see the neck heavily scarred. Just doesn't even bleed because you've cauterized the wound, and the air just sort of leaks out of him before he has a chance to respirate properly. He dies.
Lovely. And I think as it runs through him, again the blade burns a little bit, and fire throws back on Roar, and I'll take a point.
Okay, you take 1 point of fire damage, and the rest of you watch as the flames kind of course up around Frore and funnel up his arm and seem to be charged up within his blade. All right.
Piss me off now.
What else you got?
I will just peek over, looking over toward the captain, lady captain.
Okay. You peek over. I mean, you have that's 10 feet to get you kind of over there, and you can see her pretty clearly below you, and you see Lucius, having just been felled, is lying in a mass of feathers right below her.
I'll yell out, "You want to give up now, or else? Oh man, you don't even know what I'm gonna do to you." He's very intimidating, right?
Make an intimidation check.
Love it.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna say disadvantage. That was not very good.
Exactly.
Yeah.
He's a nice bugbear, you know.
Sure, he's very
Holy
nice. Yeah.
cow! A 4 and a 1.
Okay. We'll take the 1. And again, once again, you all are pretty confident in your insults and your intimidating tactics here.
Oh, yeah.
You feel like you've gotten the better of this person, but she seems to pay you no mind from on high.
Okay.
That was Frore's turn. It is you have I think another 30 feet of move if you want to move.
I'm gonna stay put for right now.
Okay.
One point of order. When I saw Lucius drop, I would have dropped Spike Growth, just so that he doesn't.
Oh, you would have.
by it.
Okay.
Okay, sure. I'll say as a free action, you can drop the spell. So the spike growth dissipates with a puff of harmless arcane vapors. All right.
All right, I'm good.
All right, cool. Sterling, Miles, and then Velfire.
Did you want to move some more, Tom?
I don't, because I've got plenty of movement. I'm okay.
So the number 3 henchman who shot at me with
Yes.
the natural 20.
Yeah.
I yell out at him, that wasn't very nice. Your mother probably didn't love you.
All right, he is going to make a wisdom saving throw here.
Yes, he is.
That is a 10, so he will fail.
He fails, and you know what? He'll take 3 points of emotional damage.
Oh, you really know how to get them. But I just hit you with a crit. Not cool, bro. So he will have
And then
attack.
I'll turn to Lucius, kind of laying there, unconscious, and I will say, Lucius, soak this cork, and so that you might feel better. And cast Healing Word. And
All right. The range on Healing Word is what?
60 feet.
Yeah, that should be, be plenty of, So.
Okay, and that will heal him up 12 points of healing.
Pretty good.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
12
Lucius,
points, you said?
12 points of healing, yeah.
Paul, you want a point of order or something?
No. That's great.
All right. So as Lucius, the breath suddenly rushes back into your lungs. In the very periphery of your senses, you hear the motivating voice of Smiles penetrating your brain into your psyche and causing you to like come back to consciousness. You can see as you look around you on the ground, the spike growth has dissipated, but standing over you is this massive woman with this massive maul about to strike. And it is Valfire's turn, followed by Lucius.
And is there anywhere I can move where I cannot be hit by this number 3? Or
Yeah,
another
actually,
hide?
Yeah, you can actually move towards the back of the tower here, and you would be well out of range of him.
Okay, fantastic.
All right, Valfire.
Bellfire, making me angry. So a bear has 30 feet of climbing speed.
Okay.
So I just climb out of this pit, if possible.
Okay. Yeah.
And then go right for the woman with the hammer.
Yeah. So 5, 10, 15, 20. Yeah, you can be right adjacent to her with 30 feet of movement. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Great. And telepathically in her head, I'll just start saying ding dong, your time is coming. And I'll claw, attack her, and then bite her.
Okay, go for it.
This is the
Bite
woman.
attack.
Yeah.
So that's
Ooh.
a 23 to hit
That will hit.
for and so that was the bite, and that's
Okay.
for 8 points of damage.
All right.
And
He's
then a
definitely-
15.
15
to
hits,
hit.
yep. 15 also hits, yep.
And I'll do claw attacks for 15 points of violent damage. So just try to batter her around. What was the terminology? Why did I think
Non-lethal.
Non-lethal is what I'm looking for.
Okay.
I do like that non-violent damage.
Non-violent
Yeah, you do.
damage.
Yeah, you do.
That's my lane. All right.
All right. So this massive bear just kind of clambers up the rocks, moves its ponderous bulk over the edge, and boom, boom.
Soaking wet too.
Yeah,
Just like
soaking wet.
dripping
Just
water.
like you do like a quick shake, and then just like boom, boom, just like start charging towards her. And as she's kind of like rear her hammer back to slam down on Lucius, she looks up and is like, and sees this massive bear barreling towards her, and you just rip into her with the bite and the claws. She is very badly wounded and barely standing at this point as you hack and slash your way through her. It is Lucius's turn.
Okay. I'm going to attack her with my. I'm gonna stand up.
Okay.
Attack her with my quarterstaff.
Yep.
10 hit.
A 10 does not hit, unfortunately.
Okay. Can I?
You can bonus action flurry of blows if you'd like.
Spend those key points.
Or you could take the defensive stance one so she doesn't hit him.
No. I'm going to. Sorry, is she? Can I push her into the water? Can I maneuver and push her into the water?
If you want to move, you can certainly be adjacent to her. You can fly. Actually,
I'm
all
already
the
adjacent to her,
Valfire-
right?
Yeah, but a push would not get her into the water. You'd have to maneuver yourself like to the other side.
Okay.
Basically.
So.
But Valfire is actually in the way, so like the bear is kind of taking up most of the space.
Yeah.
on that side,
Okay,
so-
I'm going to step of the wind. I'm feeling damage. I'm going to step of the wind and use 1 key point to disengage. I'm just kind of fly backwards
Okay.
up in the air.
All right. Where do you go? Like 10, 20 feet
Just
away
kind
from
of like up above and backwards. So, within like 20
Out of
feet.
range of the crossbows in the house.
Yeah, you can go down and try to get some.
I'll put the building between the crossbow and I. So
Okay, got it. So you're gonna
Mouse.
go all the way back over here, basically.
sorry, the building where Roar is. So I'd be flying
Oh.
over the water basically.
Yeah, so you're gonna go out this way, essentially. Yeah.
Yeah.
So there is so that'll protect you for there is one guy down here, by the way, who does
Oh,
have a
right.
crossbow.
He's
But,
got disadvantage on his
He
next,
does have
next attack.
disadvantage on his next attack. I mean, you don't really know that, but yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, and it is that one's turn, I believe, as it does turn around. As he does turn around and attempt to fire at you, Lucius, as you kind of make yourself the most apparent target to him, and so that with disadvantage is a avoiding the natural 20 for an 8 to hit.
Misses,
With
yeah.
disadvantage, that will miss. As he is still reeling from the insult Miles just laid into him. Let's see. I believe this one you killed the one on
What
top
is it
of-
with
yeah.
this guy, this number 3 and his natural 20s? Jeez.
Yeah.
He's he was an expert marksman in Obsidian Ring training camp, earned several badges with the crossbow, and is using it to great. He wanted to see the world and understand. Put his talents to some use. And the Obsidian Ring came along and was like, "Hey, we will train you. We will teach you how to be an expert marksman."
Confirmed, these guys are Obsidian Ring.
I'm just saying that was what you would interpret as all of this is having.
Oh, okay, all right.
Point of
all right.
order. Point of order.
You had
All right.
blinders
Order
on.
pointer.
All right. It is the leader's turn. Now that she has no target, she's going to try to lay into the bear here, who is savaging her, and she whips her maul out in your general direction. That is on the first attack. That is a 17 to hit.
Oh yeah.
All right. You take. You take 11 points of bludgeoning damage, and then from the second attack, that is a 23 to hit, and you take an additional. That's 6 and 9 more points of bludgeoning damage as she just boom into your meaty flanks, just like driving the hammer home on either side of you. All right, and it is, let's see, this bandit's turn. He is going to, what's he gonna do? Yeah, he's gonna continue to fire his crossbow at the bear, and that is a, let's see. That's a natural 1. He does not hit, and the next one also fires, and that is a 14 to hit.
To the bear.
Does 14 hit the bear? Bellfire?
Oh yeah. The bear's armor class is 11. So.
Okay. All right. Cool. So that is 7 points of piercing damage as one of the bolts fires into you, and then coming out of this house, you see 2 more figures. One of them moving here. That would have been. Actually, that would have been 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 over here. Okay, so that's fine. And then that's number 4. And then actually, this one's going to double move
5, 10, 15 over here. This one's going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60 over here. All right. So Lucius, you see 2 of them kind of coming around towards you around this.
What are you saying, Lucius, when you see him come around?
I said, bros, you all gotta chill. My boys are good. Chill, bros, chill.
All right, top
How
of the
many
round.
bros
It's
are
4.
there? How many bros are there?
Like, I got like 4 bros over here, bro. 4 bros.
I'm trying to take a look at the map. How close are they all together? I want to know how much if I can get a 15-foot cone. How many it covers? How many of those guys down there? If I peek over.
If you peek over, you can get 2 probably in a 15-foot cone.
Shucks.
Yeah, I'd say sure. Yeah, you can get 2 of them there if you wanted to.
Lovely. I'll peek over and cast. Ooh, at 2nd level, Burning Hands.
Okay. So they will make some dexterity saving throws.
Yeah, Dex. It's only a Dex 13.
Okay. So first one rolls a failure with a 12, and the second
Let's
one
go.
rolls a success with a 17.
You, Raj. Just you in the balls. Just kidding. I just wanted to get some edited.
It's 10 points for the failure,
You just
5
want-
for the save.
You just want to hear the bleeps. All right, so the first one, let's see, yeah, so that one will take 10 points of fire damage, and is nearly burnt to a crisp as the flames sort of cascade in a golden shower around him. And the second one is kind
You're
of
gonna have to bleep that too.
Yep, sure.
And the second one is kind of at the edge of the golden shower, so it doesn't quite get the full brunt of it, but still takes quite a bit of fiery damage. As they kind of both run around the building, this column of flame just envelops them, and they're like, ugh! And they start to like peel around the corner and try to go back to where they came from.
I'll keep looking at him. I mean, I'm yelling at him like, oh, I got your number, boys. I'm coming for you.
All right, Sterling, you're up. Sterling Miles.
All right,
And then
so
Valfire.
I'm gonna move back into. I can't see anybody from where I am, or can I?
I will say you can probably see the large woman that's fighting Valfire the bear at this point.
Okay, so to her.
And
I'm
actually,
going-
you can also see these 2 crossbow wielding bandits over here as well.
All right, so I'm going to yell out at her. You should have listened when you had a chance, and now it's too late. And now your mother's going to regret that she ever had you. And that's a vicious mockery.
All right. So she is going to make a wisdom saving throw. She'll attempt to make a wisdom saving throw with a 19. So I believe she succeeds.
Raj.
I'm going to. Please, I'm gonna say. Did you hear me, you dumb bleep?
Oh, you're bleeping yourself. All right. She did not hear you.
Just
She
the
is...
bleep. Just the bleep.
Yeah, exactly. Every time we say
and-
bleep, just it. All right.
And I will react with silvery barbs.
All right. On yourself? Okay, go for it.
No. That's
Oh,
on
to her. Yeah, to the saving
Yeah.
throw. Understood. Yeah, got it.
Yeah.
Another wisdom saving throw. That is this time it's a 14.
That which fails,
Okay, all right. She fails this time. Very good.
and she's going to take 2 points of emotional damage.
2 points of emotional. Y'all are so mean. Y'all are so mean.
And I'm going to yell out at Lucius. I'm going to say, "Hang in there, buddy. You're the best bird," and give him advantage on his next roll.
Okay. You mean inspiration?
No. This was the other side of.
Silvery barbs. Yes, you're right.
Yeah.
Sorry. Yes, exactly. Yeah, got it. Okay. Very good. And Valfire, you're up. Followed by Lucius.
Sorry, and bonus action,
Yeah.
I'm going to bardically inspire roar. I'm going to say, "You're doing great too, bud."
Thanks, I've killed a couple.
We need the answers to questions. I'd also yell out at the woman. It's just a general like, do you surrender now?
Yeah.
You bleep.
Okay. All right. Make an intimidation check, just for the sake of it.
Gladly intimidate with a 10.
10. Yeah, she seems to be paying you no mind as this massive bear is just tearing into her. She's a little preoccupied right now. All right, Velfire, what do you got?
All right, yeah. So pressing with the attacks, I have arrows sticking out of me, beat up as well. 15 hit.
15 hits. Yep.
All right, so 7 points of biting damage,
7 points of bitey damage. All right.
and then a bear claw 14 to hit.
14 does not hit, unfortunately.
All right, and then as a, yeah, no, that's it.
Okay. All right. As you kind of clamp down on her with your jaws, you tear out a significant chunk of flesh from her thigh, and you can see there's arterial blood just spilling out over in spurts. She's on the cusp of dying here. She's very close, and it is Lucius's turn.
All right, he's going to swoop down to number 3 and attack with his quarterstaff
Okay.
with advantage.
All right.
That is an 18 to hit.
18 will hit.
All right. Sorry, I'm looking at the wrong thing. I think it's a D8. So that is 7 points of damage.
7 points of damage. All right. You club him on the side of the head. He's barely standing. He's just kind of like woozy, looking to try to get some purchase on his mental state.
And he's just going to shove him in the water.
All right. Yeah.
With
sure.
his wings.
Yeah. I will say that.
DC 13 strength save.
Yeah. All right. DC 13 strength. That is a 2 on the die. And he tumbles backwards and falls into the water with a great splash.
Okay. And if anyone was observing this, wouldn't understand why Lucius would do this. Lucius dives into the water after him and starts basically pushing him down into the water.
Interesting. All right. You dive into the water and you start pushing him down. Make an athletics check for me, actually, real quick.
It's a 1 plus 4.
Plus 4. Oh, okay. Actually, I rolled a 4 total. So, you actually managed to. He tumbles back into the water. You kind of dive after him. Wings kind of folded in, just making yourself as aerodynamic as possible. And as you kind of splash into him, like bring him under the water, you can feel him struggling underneath. And then suddenly the struggling grows less and more sporadic and spasmic, as you can tell, like the water starts filling up his lungs, and suddenly he's just sort of floating there, eyes wide open, with this sort of peaceful look on his face underneath the water.
All right.
He's gone.
And if I have any moves, I will depart the water, and with him in my foot claws, kind of like you would see an eagle departing the water with like a
trout
fish. Yeah.
Yeah, sure. I'll say you could probably get like maybe 10.
Yeah.
10
It's
more
more
feet
for
up
the
or something
visual.
like that. Yeah. And you make your way up. You're kind of sailing over the edge here, with this figure in your claws as a bird of prey. Very good. And it is the large woman's turn. She will continue to lay into the bear. With reckless abandon, she continues to press the attack. That is
with disadvantage.
With disadvantage, that's right. So actually, that is so that's a 15 to hit the bear, with disadvantage. It is 15 to hit. And Valfire, in your bear form, you take 8 points of damage, bludgeoning damage, and then with the second attack, which does not have disadvantage this time, that is a 22 to hit, and you take an additional 9 and 3 is 12 points more of bludgeoning damage as She continues to just like beat you down on the side, and you can feel like bones start to crunch underneath in your massive form. All right, there are 4 bandits here who are gonna go. 2 of them.
So
will fire-
the first, just point of order.
Yeah. Yeah.
The first damage knocked me out of bear form.
Oh,
So
okay.
the second damage was applied directly to me. Instead.
Okay, got it. So your bear form, you instantly retract from your bear form, shrinking back into Valfire proper, and let's see, 2 of the bandits are going to fire their crossbows at you. So this one is that's a natural 1, and then the second one is
Gets hit in the head with the other one's crossbow. Oh,
yeah,
sorry.
basically, yeah. Is a 13, so neither of them hit.
Nope.
And then the 2 here that just got rained down with fire are going to point their crossbows up and fire at Hror.
Bring it.
One of them is a 7 to hit, and the other one is a 22 to hit.
Oh man, take it.
Okay. You take 4 points of piercing damage.
Wait. Sorry. Yeah, go ahead. Go.
Yeah, as you're kind of looking over, you finish casting your spell, the Burning Hands goes off. One of them sort of like reflexively fires, and the crossbow coral just like scrapes against your cheek with 4 points of damage.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and top of the round, Hror, you're up.
Lovely. I will
Sterling is
jump down to those 2.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean,
You wanna-
green flame blade attacking while I come down.
All right, do you want to land between them on one side of one of them? What do you want to do here?
In between, yeah, in between.
Okay, all right, yeah. So you can land here. You're kind of between them. There's like these rock formations here that afford you a little bit of cover, and the one sort of next to you a little bit of cover as well. But you can hit this one on this side without a problem.
Or are they not like right next to one another?
No, they're not.
Oh. Well, I'm down here. Great. I'm gonna hit the one that took the most damage from the fire, by the way.
Yeah, so that'll be the one on the left here. This one over here.
Does a 16 hit?
16 hits.
Yeah, I thought it would. I'm saving that inspiration. Smiles. 5 plus 5, 10 points of damage.
10 points of damage. As you come down, you sort of bring the sword point straight down on your leap and plow it straight of his neck and yank it out very ferociously, and he just collapses to the ground dead.
Sweet. I'm
Dead.
gonna look at this other one
Uh-huh.
and bonus action cast Shadow Blade. Another
Okay.
sword, a shadowy blade shows up in my other hand.
Yeah.
Nice.
So the shadows that are kind of cast over the entirety of the Broken Waste at this point start to coalesce in your hand as they become somewhat tangible, and you feel the familiar light but substantial pommel form in your hand as the blade just kind of extends out in a pure shadowy burst. All right.
Beautiful.
That was
and I'll move
yeah.
right up to him, by the way.
You're adjacent to him. He's just on the other
Okay,
side.
Jason.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
Great.
All right, and it is Sterling Miles. Smiles, your turn.
It is my turn. I'm all right. I'm going to again look at the wench and yell out, "That's right, you're a wench!" and viciously mock her.
Okay, she's gonna make a wisdom saving throw and fail with a 5.
And she will take 1 point of
Please
emotional
knock her out.
damage.
Please knock her out with this.
How do you want to do this?
No way.
Oh yes.
She looks up, tears in her eyes, and she says, all the kids at school, they could say anything to me, and it didn't bother me. But my father at home called me a wench, and I cried myself to sleep every night. It's what drove me to join the Obsidian Ring. And now you bring that memory back to surface? I cannot take it. And she starts sobbing uncontrollably, and her all her weapons fall away and down into the water. She can't reach him, and she's just in a coma state of emotional wreckage. I think this is the second or third person in this campaign I've knocked out with 1 point.
Yeah,
of
pretty
psychic
much.
damage.
Yep. Vicious Mockery is the thing that slays the big bads in all these encounters. All right. So as she falls to the ground on her knees, clutching her head, tears streaming down her face, just like ugly crying. I will say that you, for all intents and purposes, knock her out, and kind of dealing her the last bit of sort of non-lethal damage to bring her to unconsciousness. And with that, anything else?
Is anybody not bardically inspired right now?
I'm not.
All right.
I was before, but I used it.
Yeah. So I yell out to Lucius and I say, not just best bird, the best bird, and inspire you.
Okay.
All right.
Valfire, you're up.
Tell me what I see in front of me, Raj.
Yeah, you've got 2 bandits over here with their crossbows bearing down on you. And then you saw 2 more whip around the corner this way. But you have a feeling that 4 is kind of taking care of that.
Yeah.
Side.
All right. I'll cast the ones in front of me. I'll just cast entangle. So they have to give me a DC 14 strength saving throw as the vines just reach from the ground and grab onto them.
Okay. DC 14 strength save. The first one fails, and the second one also fails.
All right. Great. And then I'll run around away from them so they can't shoot at me anymore.
Okay, so when they're entangled, are they restrained? Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So
Can I get up to like where Roar was with 25 feet or no?
You can certainly try to start climbing. You go 5, 10.
No, I don't. I want to be able to get around a corner so they can't shoot at me. So.
I see. So.
If that involves jumping in the water, I'll jump in the water too.
Yeah, you're gonna have to jump in the water to totally avoid it at this point.
All right, that sounds fine.
Okay, so you jump into the water with a splash 10 feet down below, and you are
safe for the moment. All right, and it is Lucius, your turn.
Okay. I'm half speed because I'm carrying this guy, right?
Yes.
All right. And I see Rory fighting. Is that 2 guys or 1 guy down there?
One guy.
There's just 1 left over here that Horror is fighting. Yeah.
All right. He drops the guy in the water, the body, and he's basically
Is the guy dead?
Yeah.
He's dead. Yeah, he's dead.
And he's gonna dive bomb number 4.
Okay.
And what you see him do is basically try to dive into the guy's face, talons like forward. He's just like diving forward, claws on all 4 hands.
What was the dude from Mortal Kombat that had the kick that was like, hey?
Liu Kang.
Liu Kang, yeah. Just
So
see
he's
him
gonna
flying.
He's basically gonna try to do like a clawed knockdown attack if that's possible. I don't know.
Yeah, sure. Go for it.
So the attack roll is 18 to hit.
That'll hit.
With the talons, so D4, so that's like only 8 points of damage.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Does that knock him down or?
So basically, you end his life as the talons just kind of sink into his chest, and I'll say you grip him like his chest really hard, and you do like a backflip that basically tears out the flesh from the chest, exposing the rib cage. And as you kind of land back on your feet, he just kind of bleeds out in front of you. You can see the heart just like beating behind the sternum, as he just collapses to the ground.
Okay, he just looks. He just turns to Rory, eyes wide, but doesn't say anything, and starts flying up to find the next foe.
Okay. So I'll say that would have been pretty much most. Actually, you know what? That's not even all your move. You can fly up, and you'll see like there are 2 more of these bandits over here that are caught in the entangle that Valfire just cast.
As you looked, by the way, at Rory, he gives you a complete nod of respect, but it's not the appropriate one, right? Like I'm like, yeah, and I didn't get your look.
Yeah. All right. He's
Amazing.
gonna try to shove one of those guys. Because they're
With a
within
bonus
30
action?
feet. Yeah.
I think no, they're not within 30 feet. They're actually.
I assume they are.
20, 20. Actually, one of them is just within 30 feet of you.
Yeah. Okay. So DC 13 saving throw.
Okay.
Strength
What are you trying
saving
to
throw.
do? Lock it prone?
That is a
I mean, you
fail.
should just move him 5 feet, but
Yeah. I will
He's
say that
entangled though.
He's entangled, so he's restrained. Well, I mean, the forced move I think still applies. He's still restrained in a different space.
So he gets pushed over there. Yeah. All right. Very good. And it is their turn. They are restrained. So what is the deal? They have to spend an action to try to get out.
Yeah.
Okay. They'll both do that. One fails. They both fail with less than 10 rolls. And
Nice.
Roar, it's back to you again. Top
Oh
of round
yeah,
6.
I'm storming right over to him. Let me
Okay.
know if I need to make a strength save to attack them.
No, you don't.
Oh, it's just
an
them.
impact
You're
save.
right. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Do
with
I have
20
advantage?
Yes, because they're restrained. You have advantage on the attacks.
Are they adjacent to one another?
They are adjacent to one another. And now adjacent to you.
Question for you, point of order. If I attack and bonus action offhand, do I have to attack the same one, or can I reach out?
No, your second and bonus action attack can be against another target.
Love it. All right. Well, I'm walking up to the first one and hitting it with the rapier.
Okay. Go for it.
That is a 15 to hit.
15 will hit.
That's,
Yep.
you roll twice.
Was it with
advantage.
advantage? Oh,
You have advantage
Yeah.
because they're both restrained. Yeah.
I swear to God, it's a natural 20. I can
There
blow
you
it out.
go. All right, let's go.
Go. Oh, baby. All right, so that is 13 damage immediately plus 17 points of damage.
17 total. All right.
17 total in the first hit on the attack.
All right.
Yeah.
As you slash at him with your rapier, you kind of jab it forward, piercing the lung, finding the slit right between the rib cage to get to the lung, and you watch the air just kind of like bubble out with the blood. And you can see he's like struggling to get the vines off of him, but is having a lot of trouble breathing and just collapses onto the ground with these vines constricting him.
I will turn to the other one and say, well, you have all fought well, but now you die. And bonus action attack with the Shadow Blade.
Okay, go for
With
it.
advantage.
All right,
Oh, 2 15s plus 7.
that'll hit. Yeah.
That'll hit. All right, 2d8 damage. Let's go. Only 6 points of damage, but I'll take it.
It's more than what you need to end the life of this last bandit who is struggling against the vines. As you bring the rapier down, slashing down across the chest, you can see entrails spilling out, mixing in with the vines, and it's like intestines and vines mixed everywhere. And this spaghetti mess just falls to the ground, dead. And as we come to the end of the battle here, what you see before you is the field of ruin, essentially, where these figures had threatened you, sneaking into the town, kind of gaining the upper hand through stealth. You managed to defeat them, and next week we'll discover what it is you learn as you search through the ruins of this once peaceful hamlet known as Rockhaven.
Roger, I just want to add that after Rory does what he does and kills the two, Lucius will have flown down, quarterstaff in hand, with one foot like clawed on a body, and he's ready to attack the other one, panting, like with like just this. If you looked in his eyes, a rage that you've never seen before, and he's looking around. Like, and as he realizes the battle's done, he dissipates, and it's something you guys have never seen him do before. So that's it. Yeah, but even Rory hasn't seen this.
So yeah, we'll tune in next week, maybe to learn a little bit more about what's going on with Lucius's behavior. What happened to Valfire in for the missing hour? who is this woman that Smiles is engaged with? And Roar, where are you learning all these spells from? There's a backstory there too. All right, let's find out what happens next week. Thanks, everyone, for watching, and looking forward to next week. Good night.